Hello guys, welcome to today's video. And in today's video, I'm going to walk you through step by step on how to build a very beautiful blog using WordPress. So simply, my name is 𝗖𝗂𝗿 and I'm a professional web developer with 7 years of industry experience building websites and blogs for clients all over the world. So in today's video, I'm going to be walking you through step by step on how to build a very powerful blog using the system called WordPress. So on my screen today, this is the blog which you're going to be building today. So on this blog here, we have so many sections here, which is the header. So here you can see this beautiful logo and the navigation section. And we can also see these icons here. So these are the social media icons. Now we have the hero section. So this hero section is just a section whereby you can tell your visitors what your blog is all about. So here when we scroll down, now we can see the latest post section. On this latest post section, you can see the about me, my name, you see small biography about myself and my image. Now you can see some links to my social media pages if they wish to contact me through social media or follow me through social media. Now you can see this place, things that inspires me. So this is just like a category section whereby the visitors can click on any of them to visit the specific category. Let's say the travel, lifestyle, or culture category. So here they can also see this popular post section. So all these items are seen here, elements. This thing is a post. So when we click on it, it's taken to the specific post. So in this case, I'll just scroll down because I'm still doing the intro for this. Now, when I go down, now we can see this beautiful section here, which is the lead generation section. So on this section, if you have an ebook to share, let's say for instance, you want your visitors to be able to download your ebooks and capture their email and their name so that you can be able to remarket to them and sell them stuff later down the line. Now you can add this section here. So here when they click on it, a pop-up will appear, or maybe you can take them to a specific page. So you know the action which you want there. So now you can create the action there. Don't worry, I'm going to show you how to do these various scenarios, like how to create these various scenarios as we proceed. So here, the last section here is the footer section. So on this footer section now, you can see the logo, maybe small info about what the blog is all about, the nav with this. Here you can see popular category. Now you can see the popular category with all these links here. Now you can see the newsletter section. So this newsletter section now, we can add a form here. So this form now, when they enter their name and email, it's send them to our email marketing software where we can capture their name and email so that we can send them our newsletters and other promotions later down the line. Now our social media links and this copyright section. So the next page here is the about page, which is this here. So this about page here, you can see how beautiful it is. See how beautiful it is. So we're going to learn how to design this beautiful about page. Next, when we go to the next page, so this next page is the blog page. So this blog page shows the different blogs on our site. So you can see the different blog here, which this section here, which shows you about me. So here we have the post page, which is the single post page. So single post page simply means, when we have blog, when like here on the blog page, this place here, when they click on this blog article here, it will take them to this page here. So this is the page where they can read about blog content. So you can see how beautiful this page is. Now you can see it. You can also make money with this section here. So this section here, you can add banners for different products or services that you maybe promote or sell. So you can add the banners here so that when they click on it, to take them to the different websites or maybe another page within your own blog. So here, this is the comment section for your visitors. If you want them to drop their comment on what they think about your article. Now we have the recent post section, and then we have this lead generation section again. So if you want a standalone landing page for your lead generation, maybe your book or maybe a service or wherever you're selling. So here you can create a landing page. I'll show you how to create a landing page so you can see here. Now when we scroll down, you can see how beautiful this page with this form where they can add their details here to download our free ebook while we get their name and email so that we can remarket to them and make more money down the line. Now, when we go to this section here, you can see the talk to, like this is the contact page. So on this contact page now, you can see this beautiful form and this section here. So here they can contact you if they need to ask you some questions or do business with you. We have the social media links if they want to follow us on social media. we have this map section, Google Maps, so that we can display our map maybe of where our office is, so that, you know, to add more authority there. So we have this footer section here. So this is all we're going to be covering in this blog now. So when I go back to the home page here, now this blog which you're going to be building today is not just for desktop alone. So this blog is going to be mobile responsive. So let me show you what I mean by that. Okay, so now you can see the home page here. So let me just remove this. Now you can see this home page here. So this is for mobile. Now you can see how responsive it is. So your visitors, if they're coming from mobile, they'll have a very nice experience while browsing through your site. So here you can see, so it's very beautiful. So don't worry, I'm going to show you step by step on how to do all this. Okay, now that we've looked at the layout and the design of what we're going to be covering in this course, it's always nice for we to have a game plan in order to proceed with building whether a website or a blog. So we need to have a game plan of what we're going to be working on. So in this video today, so this is our game plan here. I've divided this game plan into two sections. So the first section is the setup stage. As you can see here, this is the setup stage where we'll configure and set up everything we need at the initial stage. Then after we're done setting up, then we'll move to the design stage. So on this design stage, this is where we'll be building out the pages, the header, adding our logos and the rest of them. So I'm going to show you how to do all this step by step. Okay, now we've covered that. So the next thing is, what are the requirements in order for me or you to build a very beautiful blog as that? Okay, so what are the requirements in order for you to build a very beautiful blog as the one we just saw now? Okay, now, so here, this is what you need. You need a domain name. Then you need a hosting plan. We need to install the Elementor Pro plugin. Then you need the Astra theme, essential add-ons for Elementor, then unlimited elements for Elementor, and the final one, which is the starter template. So this is all you need here. So let's go over it one after the other. So the first thing there, which is the domain name. So yeah, let's just cover the theory before we proceed. So what is a domain name? A domain name is simply the address of your website or blog that people type into their web browser in order to visit your blog or your website. So in this case, this is an example. You can see www.𝗖𝗂𝗿𝗥𝗲𝗰. So this is my domain name. So I bolded this text here. So this is the domain name here, 𝗖𝗂𝗿𝗥𝗲𝗱𝗏. It's the same thing as google.com, facebook.com. So that is the name that you type in to visit these various websites. So in this case, you too, you need it for yourself. You need to get a domain name and a hosting plan for yourself. Don't worry, I'm going to show you how to get them. Then the next thing is, what is a web hosting space or a web hosting plan? In a nutshell, web hosting is the process of renting or buying space to house your website or blog on the internet, in this case, World Wide Web. So World Wide Web is the same thing as internet. So you need to have a space, you know, like on your laptop, you have your document. So you host your document on your laptop because you have an hard drive there. But in this case, it is local. Somebody from the US can't have access to your laptop because these things are on your laptop. But in order for you to be able to give them access to the files on your laptop, you need to upload this laptop to a service like Google Drive and the rest of them, because now it is on the cloud now. So anywhere, anybody from anywhere around the world that can access that your files because they are on Google Drive. So in this case, it's the same thing as a web hosting space. So you need to have a space or a server on the internet where you can host your website content, so that when somebody goes to their browser and type, in this case, let's say my example, 𝗖𝗂𝗿𝗥𝗲𝗱.com, they'll be able to access my website. Why? Because I've already hosted the files on my server. So in order to access that file, they just need my domain name. So once they type in my domain name, it will take them to my website. So that is what the web hosting space is. And then the system which we're going to be working on today is something we call WordPress. So WordPress is simply an open source content management system. In this case, we call it CMS. It is a popular tool for individuals without any coding experience who want to build websites and blog. The software doesn't cost anything, so it is free because it is open source. Anyone can install, use, and modify it for free. All you just need to have is your domain name and a web hosting space. That is all the requirements you need here. So you need to get this now. WordPress is a tool that you can use to design websites and blog without any coding experience. That's why I said you aren't going to be needing any coding experience in order to proceed with this course or this video. So when we go back to our requirements here, you can see we've covered web hosting and domain name. Then the next tool which we need here is Elementor Pro. So Elementor Pro is a page builder plugin. Remember, WordPress is a free open source software. You don't need any coding experience to be able to use the software. But in this case, you need something called a drag and drop builder that you can use to drag elements from one side onto your web page so that you can be able to build your web page. So that's why we need this Elementor Pro. So we don't need to write any code, just need to drag and drop elements. Now, the next thing is the theme, which is called Astra theme. So a theme is simply the design or layout of your website that the visitors will see when they get to your website. So the look and feel, you know, when we just check the project which you're going to be working on, you see how everything looks like. So that is called a theme. So it looks like that. So the theme is just what these visitors are going to see when they come to your website. So that is the theme. So plugins is just like apps. So plugins extend the normal functionality of the WordPress system. So the normal functionality of the WordPress system enables you to build websites, but not advanced websites. So in order for you to build advanced website the way you want it to be, you need what we call plugins. So here we need the essential add-ons for Elementor plugin. We need the elements for Elementor plugin and the starter template plugin. Also, this Elementor Pro is a plugin. So you need all this plugin in order to proceed, especially in this course. Okay, so let's proceed now. So the next step now is I'm going to show you step by step on how to buy a domain name and the hosting plan, because that is the most important tool we need in order to proceed with this course. Now, when you copy this link now, here, this is the link. I'll provide the link in the description below. You just need to copy it. So just copy this link now, which is this, or you click on the description below, you see the link there, you copy it, you paste it into your browser. So you paste it into your browser here. So once you do that, you just click on enter. Now, once the page loads, you'll be brought to this page here, which is the Hostgator's website. So on this website here, in order to purchase your domain name and hosting, you just need to click on this Get Started button here. So just click on it. Now, once the page loads, you just need to scroll down here. So here on this page, you see these various plans here, which is the hatchling plan, the baby plan, and this business plan. I highly recommend you go with this one, which is the baby plan. I highly recommend. Why? Because it allows you to host unlimited websites without having to pay for an extra space, hosting space. So it allows you to host an unlimited website. Why this one allows you to host just a single site, which is a single blog. So if you're just planning on maybe having just a single blog, then you can go with this hatchling plan. But if you plan on having other blogs or other websites in the future, then I recommend you go with this one here. So it has every other thing you need, which is a security SSL certificate, a free domain, you know, right? Remember, I told you you're going to buy a domain name and a hosting plan. So here, it is going to give you a free hosting plan. It is included here. So you can get a free hosting plan here. You get unlimited, which is unmetered bandwidth. Why the business plan, which is this now? So this business plan, if you have maybe need for advanced computing power, then you can go with the business plan. But I don't recommend this unless you have your blog is getting a lot of traffic, then you can upgrade to get it. So upgrading is very easy inside the Hostgator dashboard. So their support also is very great because I've been using Hostgator for more than 5 years now. So their support is fantastic. I also use Hostgator for all my clients. So yeah, you can see this is an introductory. Okay. So here, when you're on this page here, all you just need to do here, if you're going with this baby plan, you just click on buy now. Okay. So once you're on this page now, this is the checkout page now. On this checkout page, remember, you're getting free domain for 1 year with annual registration, which is if you choose the yearly plan, which is what I will also recommend. So you just come here, you just type in the name of your domain. So I want to show you something here. So in this case, you know, I have already registered 𝗖𝗂𝗿 because that is my domain name. So let's say, for instance, I go ahead now, I say, okay, let me try to register 𝗖𝗂𝗿 now. Let me see what's going to happen. So here I put 𝗖𝗂𝗿 here, then I put .com here. Then I leave it as, so you can see it is trying to search if that domain is available. Yes, you can see here 𝗖𝗂𝗿 free, but it's not available. You can see unavailable here because why? I've already registered it before. So you can see it's showing me other options here that I can register. So if you're trying to maybe register your blog's name and you find this unavailable, this means somebody else has already registered it before you. So what you just simply need to do now, you need to find another name. So you need to pick another name to use as your domain name, or you can either add maybe some extra string for it. So let's say my name is also Chino. So you can see here. So if I type 𝗖𝗂𝗿 𝗥𝗲𝗀𝗀, so only that this thing is very long. So I highly recommend you go with short domain name, something that is easy for people to remember. Because if you go with something as long as this, or let's say a very important business or busy blog, or a lot of people know your blog already, it's very difficult for people to remember your blog URL. So it's nice you go for something shorter. It's nice. So you can see this one is available. I can register it for free. So you just pick your name there, just do your research and pick your name there. So once you pick your name, you just scroll down. Here you can see domain privacy. You don't really need it. But if you still want, maybe you're so careful about security, maybe you don't want your details to be on a public database whereby, let's say somebody is looking for who is or who has 𝗖𝗂𝗿 domain, they'll be able to see your name and your info about your domain. You know, the registration process now to list it there just like a database so that people can know, okay, this is the person that owns this domain. So if you don't want that to be displayed there, you can add this to your service, but I don't think this is recommended. Maybe if you need it, you can still add it there, but it's not compulsory. Now your hosting plan, you can select. If you still want to change it to the baby plan or business plan, you can also do that there. If you go with the 36 months, you're saving more, but you can also pick the 12 months plan. So if you pick the 12 months plan, you go down, you enter your name, you just create a security pin. So just put a random pin here, something you can remember, just put a pin here, your name, confirm your email and your password. So this thing here, this is your account information that you're going to use to be logging to Hostgator. So this is your account information. So here now, this security pin is if you contact Hostgator support, let's say you need support for something, to be able to assist you very and also make sure your account is also secure, they will ask you for this pin here because you're the only one who knows this pin. So that's why you need to be careful and don't give anybody this pin you put here. So here you enter your billing information, choose PayPal or credit card, depending on what you're using to pay. You select your country. So you know how to do all this stuff. So here, this is just upselling. So if you need them, you can also select them. If you don't need them, you just proceed, go down. So here, when you come down here, you can see the final you're paying. So you're paying 50.3. And once you're done with that, you check this box here. So once you check this box here, you proceed to check out. So you pay. So after paying, it will redirect you to the Hostgator's dashboard and send you some series of emails about your order and every other thing you need. So you just check out for your email, and also I'm going to take you into the Hostgator's dashboard so I can show you how to set up your domain and also install WordPress. Okay, so once you log into your Hostgator's dashboard after purchasing the Hostgator, this is what their dashboard looks like. So what you need to do now, you see your domain here, all those ones have been set up for you. You don't need to bother about that again. What you just need to do is to proceed to installing WordPress. So that is the next stage here. So in order to do that, you just need to click on hosting here. So when you click on hosting, you see that your domain name is already connected to the hosting plan which you bought now. Then next thing you click on is cPanel. So just click on this launch cPanel link here. Okay, so once you're done with that, you'll be brought into the cPanel's dashboard. So this is the Hostgator cPanel's dashboard now. All you need to do is to scroll down. Then where you have software, you see this WordPress Manager by 𝗖𝗂𝗿. So just click on it. So as you can see here, I already have one installation here, but don't worry about that. This is what you need to do. So on this page here, you won't have anything here. So what you need to do is click on install. Then once you do that, you'll be brought to this page here, software setup. So you can see here, to ask you choose installation URL. So here in this case, you just leave it as this. But if you don't see your domain here, just click on this. So to show your domain name here. So in this case, I created a subdomain, but don't worry about that. You just see yours here because this is a live site. I don't want to mess up that. So here, this is it. I'll just select this one, but in case, just select your own domain. Don't put anything here. Leave it as it is. So here where you have site settings. So here you can just type the name of what you just need here as your title. So yeah, I'll just type, you can type anything there. So description about your blog, just type personal blog, anything you can type there. Now for your account username, so this is the username. You need to be careful here. This is the username you'll be using to log into your WordPress dashboard, which is the WordPress which you're going to be installing. So this is the username and password you're going to be using. So here I'll just put this here so I can remember it very well. Then for the password, I'll do the same here. So once I'm done with all that, for the admin email, This admin email is also important. You can just leave it because it will be admin@yourdomain.com. But I can just change it to my personal email so that I can be sure I'll get the email, anything administrative email from WordPress. So I'll just change it to this email here. You can change it to any email you wish to. Don't select anything again here. Just scroll down. Then here, advanced option. Let's see. Don't worry about this. This is for the database. Don't worry about that. Just click on install. So yeah, just click on install. So you see it is installing now. So you just wait for it to complete. Okay, so once WordPress finished installing, you can see here, congratulations, the software was installed successfully. Now you can see your URLs to log into your WordPress dashboard. So here, administrative URL. If you click on this now, it will open a new tab. So once the page loads, you'll be brought to this page here. So here you can see this is the WordPress dashboard. So this is what we call the WordPress dashboard, and this is where you'll be working from. Now, as you can see, there are so many things going on here. So what you can simply do is dismiss. Here you can see this dismiss button here. Just click on dismiss. Then this one too, just dismiss it. So in the meantime, what we can do now is when we go back to our document here, which is our game plan. So far you've learned how to buy a domain name and hosting. So just click on here, then add this. So we've cancelled that. Then you've learned how to install WordPress. So the next thing now is configuring WordPress. So when you go back to your WordPress dashboard, you just need to go to this place now. The first thing you need to do is to set up your WordPress so that it can work very well for you. So these things you're seeing here, these things are just pre-configured plugins and tools that the web hosting company installed for you. So you don't need all those for now. What you can just do is just go to this place first of all, then click on install plugins. So here, I already explained what a plugin is. The plugin is just apps that extend the functionality of your WordPress website. So here, we don't need all these plugins that they install here. So what we can do, you can see HostGator, Jetpack, we don't need all this. So what we can do for these ones here, these ones that are like checked, like this blue color, this kind of sky blue color, these ones, they are active on the site. You can see here, this one needs to be activated. It is not yet active. This one too needs to be activated, but these ones are already active. So what we need to do is to deactivate these ones first. These ones that are active, then we can delete everything. So what we can do, just check this box here, then uncheck this one because this one is not active. Then this one is also not active, but these ones are active. So what we can do is click on bulk action here. Then we click on deactivate. Then click on apply. So once we're done with that, next thing we need to do is to delete all of them. So we'll just click on this box again. You can see it has checked everything. But if you just want to delete a single plugin, you just need to check that plugin without clicking on this box here. So here where we have bulk action, we'll click on this. Then we'll click on delete because we want to delete them. So we click on apply. Then click on OK. Now as you can see, everything has been deleted. So what we can do now is to just click on this place here. So here it says caching. I don't think we need this, so just disable it. So here it has been disabled. So just leave that for now. Then the next thing you need to do is come to this place where it says settings. So just click on general. So here you just check everything to make sure everything is okay. So all your URLs are okay. So everything is fine here. Then the next thing you need to do is to come to this place which says permalink here under settings, permalink. So just click on it. So once you click on it there, what we need to do, you can see common setting. We just need to change it from here to this place. Just click on post name here because we don't want all these dates here. You can see this thing is not looking very nice. So, but we just want it to be the name of the site / the current page which you are in. So here, when we do that, we just click on save. So after that, you can see it has been updated. Then the next thing we need to do is to come to this page where it says post. So click on all posts. So you can see this dummy hello world text here. This post here, hello world. So what we want to do is to delete it. So here, because there are not many here, you can just quickly trash it. So just send it to the trash bin. Then here, this trash URL has been created. So just click on it. Then the next thing you need to do is to delete it. So we want to delete it permanently because we don't want this to be on the site. Now, once we're done with this now, the next thing we need to do is to come to here, themes, appearance. You can see here, appearance, then click on themes. So here we have multiple themes that are installed already. So what we want to do is to delete them. We don't need all this. So in WordPress, what you should know in WordPress is that you can only have one theme to be active at a time, but you can install multiple of them, but only one must be active. Now you can say activate, or this activate, because only this one is active. You can see active. but we have so many here already, but we only have one theme to be active. So here we need to deactivate it because we don't need them. So I'm going to show you how to install a theme, but for now, let's just deactivate these dummy themes that are already here. Then here, we'll click on delete. So delete these two. So we only have this one now, only one that is active now. So we only have this one. So we'll come to pages now, then click on all pages. So here we have some dummy pages already here. So we'll just click on this to select all of them. Then bulk action, move to trash, then apply. Then once you're done with that, you then come to this place here, trash. Then you click on here to select all of them. Then you click on bulk action here, delete permanently. So we want to delete all of them. So now our WordPress installation is now free and clean. So when we go back to the home here, this place dashboard, click on this. Okay, so as you can see here, we have here, you can see the screen is now different compared to when we just logged into the dashboard because we've deleted so many things. So now here is now free. So if you don't want to still see all these things here, where we have screen options here, you can click on it. Then you can uncheck these boxes here. So the dashboard will be clean and simple for you. So you just click on this now. So the next step is to click on this Light Studio here. Then you see here where you have visit site. So let's see how our site currently looks like now, which is our blog. Let's see how it looks like. So as you can see here now, nothing much is going on here. Nothing much. So when we go back to our document here, we can quickly cross out this configuring WordPress because we're done with this now. We've cleared out some, those defaults that were there when we installed the WordPress installation for the first time. So we'll cancel it out. So the next thing now we need to do is install theme. So in order to install a theme in WordPress, you just need to go back. So you go back to your WordPress dashboard. So if you're currently here, if you're here, in order to go back to your WordPress dashboard, you just hover around there and you click on dashboard here. So it will take you back to this WordPress dashboard. And in order for you to install a theme, you just need to come to this place here where it says appearance. Then you click on themes. Now, once you're here now, the theme which you're going to be installing today is called the 𝗧𝗯𝗹𝗲 theme. Remember in the requirement there, we mentioned the 𝗧𝗯𝗹𝗲 theme. So the 𝗧𝗯𝗹𝗲 theme is a free theme. So we just need to click on this add new here. They will be brought to this WordPress repository page. So this page now holds thousands of themes because there are so many themes available for WordPress users that are free. So there are thousands of themes here. So we just need to search for the name of the theme you're trying to install. In this case, 𝗧𝗯𝗹𝗲 theme is a very popular theme. You can see here, 𝗧𝗯𝗹𝗲 is already here because it's very popular. So, but if we have a specific theme we want to use and the theme is free and is available in the WordPress repository, you can just search the name of the theme. So let's say, for instance, I type 𝗧𝗯𝗹𝗲 here. Now you can see the theme to show up here. Let's see, is it the correct spelling? Yeah, this is it. So you can see here, this is the theme here, 𝗧𝗯𝗹𝗲 here. So we can just click on install. So this is just how to install the theme. Here you can just click on install here. So it will start installing. So once we finish installing the theme, you see the activate button there. So just click on the activate because we want to activate this theme. Now, as you can see here, this theme is now activated. So here, these ones, we don't need them. We mistakenly installed them. So what we can just do is click on this, then click on this delete here. Then we delete this one. Then click on this one too, you delete. Then you click on the final one, we delete. Why? Because why we're deleting all these other themes is because we want our dashboard to be clean and simple, because we don't want something we don't want to be there. So that's why we deleted those. So the next thing there, when we go back to our document here, then we scroll down. We go to requirements, that we can see we've gotten a domain name here. So here we've gotten the domain name here. Then the web hosting plan, let's see. We've gotten this one too. Then the next thing, we've installed the 𝗧𝗯𝗹𝗲 theme, so we'll just cancel this here. Then the next one is the Elementor Pro. So in order for us to get this Elementor Pro, we have in WordPress they have the Elementor plugin, which is the free version, the Elementor. So, but for you to be able to build this type of website, for you to be able to build this kind of website with the functionality is hard, you need to get the Elementor Pro plugin. So it is very necessary for you to proceed. So In order to get this Elementor Pro plugin now, what you need to do here is to click on the other link I'll provide for you in the description below. So when you click on that link, it will take you to the Elementor's website. So here, this is the link here. I'll provide it in the description below. So you just copy this link here, or you click on the link there. Then you come to your web browser, you just type it there, or you paste it there. Then to take you to here, which is their pricing page. So when you come to this pricing page, you just need to scroll down here. So this is what you just need. You just need the essential plan. So you just click on buy now. So this is billed annually. So once the page loads, you'll be brought to this page here, complete your purchase. You can see the plan, essential plan. So you create an account. You just, normal, just create your email, your password. This is summary. You're paying $49 every year. So you finish up. Once you finish up the purchase of the Elementor Pro plugin, then the next thing is you'll be brought to the dashboard. On the dashboard there, you just go to the download section. Then you download the Pro plugin. So what we're going to do next is to install the plugin here. So I already have the plugin installed on my system. So in order for you to install the Elementor Pro plugin, you need to come to this section which says plugins, then click on add new. Now once you click on add new, you'll be brought to this page here, which is the WordPress repository for plugins, just like the theme. This is for plugins. So here you just need to search for the plugin you want to install. So in this case, Elementor also is a very popular plugin that has been or has been installed by more than 11 million website owners. So you just type Elementor here. So you can see here more than 5 million active installations. See their reviews. They have a lot of reviews here. So here you just click install, because Elementor is the most easiest website builder you can find in WordPress. And like I said, millions of people use Elementor. So this is the free version, which is this now. But this free version won't enable us to build what we want to build. So you need to get the paid version, which is the pro version. So I'll show you how to also install the pro version into your WordPress installation as we move on. So once you install it, then you see the activate button. So just activate it. Mine is telling me I already have it installed. So here I just come to this place here. Sometimes WordPress can be like that. Okay, so here you just click on the activate button to activate the free version of the Elementor Pro plugin. So this is just how to activate a plugin. Now the next step is we want to install the pro version, which is the pro version you just paid for and downloaded. So I'll just click on add new again. Then in this case, I won't search for it because it's not available here. So I'll click on upload. Then I'll click on choose file. So here I'll just go to my downloads here. I think it's around compressed file here. So let me just find it. Is it here? Let me see. It's not here. So let me go back. Let me go straight down. Okay, so this is it now. You can see here Elementor Pro. So I already have it. So I'll just install it here. So here I'll just click on activate or install now. Sorry. Now you can see this Elementor Pro plugin has been installed. So we just need to click on the activate button. Now, as you can see here, it has been activated successfully. Okay, so what we need to do next is to click on this button here which says install, which is the Astra starter site. We just installed the Astra theme, so we need to install the starter template. So we just need to click on get started. So once you click on that, it will install the starter templates here. So here, then I'll scroll down. You can see here starter template is already installed. So when we go to plugins here, click on plugins here. Now you can see this one has been installed. So let's go back to our document. So far you've learned how to install a theme. You've learned how to upload and install a plugin from the WordPress repository or from your local computer. Then the next plugin which we need to install in order for us to proceed, we've installed the Elementor Pro. So the next plugin is this one here. So I'll just copy this essential add-ons for Elementor. Then we'll go back here, click on add new again. Then here I'll just paste it here. So you can just type it. So here, this is it here. We'll click on install now. Then when we scroll down, there's the plugin I'm looking for if I'll see it here, which is this one here. So I don't see it, so I'll just cancel this now. We've installed this. So the next thing here is this one here. So just copy this one. Or you come here again. See something. I want to show you something here. Here we've not activated it yet. We've installed it but not activated it. So we'll just leave it like that. So here we just come here, Control A, then Control V. Sorry, let me go back, let me find it. This is Control C. I'll copy this, then I'll come back here, then I'll Control A and V here. So to search for it here. So this is what we're looking for here. Then we'll install. So once we install, what we can do, don't activate it from here too. You can still activate it from here if you want to, but I want to show you how you can also activate in bulk. So you can just click on install plugins here. Then you can see this one is not yet activated with this. So all we can do, you can just select them. Then you can just come here, then click on activate, then apply. So you'll be redirected to this once they are applied. This is for the essential add-on, so we don't need to do anything here. You can just come down where we come back to the plugins, so we can see the installed plugins here before we proceed to the next step. So now once we come to this page, you can see Elementor has been installed, Elementor Pro, essential add-ons, starter templates, and this. So when we go back to our document, now we can check this, and also we can check this because we've installed all this. So when we scroll up, now you can see the next step is to create our first page. So here you're going to learn how to create your first blog page. So this is it here. So in order to do that, you just need to go back to your WordPress dashboard. Then in your WordPress dashboard, where you see pages here, so you just click on all pages. So on this all pages page, this page now, this is where you're going to manage your pages. If you want to add or delete page, this is where you're going to do them. So in this case, I'll just click on no thanks. Then here, I'll just click on add new. So I want to open this in a new tab so I don't close this space. So once it's finished loading, you'll be brought to this page with this pop-up here. So just click on this. Then this is where you're going to add the title of your page. So here I'll just type home page. So this is my home page. Then when you look up here, you can see this publish button here. So just click on publish. So here it's still loading. Let me just wait for it. So once you finish loading, here you can see this. Okay, then I click on publish. Now you can see page has been published. So this is just how to create page. So you can just repeat the same step for every other pages you want to create. So here we can still repeat the same step for the contact page. When we refresh this page, you're going to see those pages we created. So here we can type contact page here. So here I don't want this video to be extremely long, so I'll just repeat the same step. Then I'll come back to you when I'm done with that. So here you can see this page has been published, which is the contact page. So when we go back here, which is this place here, and we do a refresh, now you can see the pages now we created. So you can repeat the same step for this other page, which is we've created the home page, the contact page. So you can create the about page, the blog page, and this free page. So just create those pages. Just type it, click on add new, then you type your page, then you publish. So that is how you're going to do those. So I'm going to fast forward this video and do the steps there. Now you can see the pages now. We've created the 5, I think it's 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we've created the 5 pages here. So when we just, let's say this is the home page now, we just over here and click on this view button. You open it in a new tab. Let's see how the home page looks like. So when the home page finished loading, now you can see how the home page currently looks like. Nothing much is going on here. You can see. So this is also how to create the pages there. So you've learned how to create pages in your WordPress dashboard. So let's just go back to our document. Now, what we're going to do is to strike out this. So the next step is to create your menu, which is your navigation, your menu. So when we go back to our WordPress dashboard, I'll just close this. I'll leave that open. So to create your menus in your WordPress dashboard, you just need to come to this page which says appearance. Then go down here and click on menus. So here you can see we don't have any menu here. So to create a menu, you just need to come here, just type the name of the menu, main menu. I like naming my own like this, so I know which one is the main menu or which menu is in which area of my website or blog. So yeah, just type main menu there. Then for the display location, where do you want to display it? So I want to display it in the primary menu here, and I'll click on create menu. So if you have any questions, or any concern, or you're confused about anything, you can also comment down below, and I'm going to try my best to also respond to your comments. And also, if you're getting value so far in this video, you can also smash the subscribe button and also the like button there, so it will help us grow and also help the YouTube algorithm recommend our video to other people so they can also see our video and learn from us. Okay, so once you're done with that, you just click on this place here. We've created the menu here, but we want to add the menu items there. So here we come here, click on this, you click on this, you click on this and this. So you click on add to menu. So now when you add this to menu, we can just rearrange this because this is not arranged. So I'll just carry this to this page, then the about page will be next. Then this one, this free book is a sub page under the blog. As you can see here, when we go back here, now you can see the blog is the main one here. Then this is just like a sub menu. So to create that effect there, you just need to drag this one to this side. Just drag it to the left side here. It will create this. You can see sub item. Then we have this. So once you have all that, then you just scroll down and click on save menu. Now once you do that, you can come back here and just do a refresh. Let's see if we're going to have a menu there. Now you can see the menu now. You can see the sub menu. So we have a menu now. Okay. So you've learned how to create the menu there. So we'll go back here. We'll just strike out this. So the next step is creating post category. So to create a post category in your WordPress dashboard, you can just come to this place where we have post, then click on category. So the post category is just like saying, okay, I want to blog about this different category, maybe travel, culture, fashion, celebrity. You just want to create those categories so that as you're blogging, you'll be arranging your blog posts into the different category they suit in. So here, I think we have some categories there, which is we have culture. So here this is a parent category, so we won't select anything here. So click on this. Then we have fashion. Then add. Then we have travel. So you can create as many as you want. So we have food. I think we have diet and weight loss. So this is just, just creating this category. So you can create any kind of category you want. So this diet and weight loss now will be a subcategory under food. Let me just put it like that. So you can see now it's a subcategory under food. So you can also create, you can just create this. But this one is a parent category, so I'll just put that as none. Then create this here. So you can see all this here. We've created some categories here. So this is just how to create categories for your post. So as you start blogging, you just like arranging them in their respective folders so that it will be organized on your blog. So this is just how to create that. We go back to our document. We strike out this. Now the next step is creating a logo. In order for you to start building a website or for you to have that image, that reputation online, at least you need to have a logo. So in order for you to have, get a logo, already if you have a logo already, you don't need to follow this step. You can just skip this step. But if you don't have a logo, you want to learn how to create a logo very fast, easy, because all my logos I created by myself using a tool I'm going to show you now. So you just need to come to your browser here and just type Canva, or you click on the link in the description below. So it will take you to this place here, this page. So here, I highly recommend you go with the Canva Pro. So if you click on the link below, it will take you to the Canva Pro website where you can sign up for the Canva Pro. Why? Because it enables you get, the feature I'm going to show you as you start building. So here, what you want to do is you want to type logo here because it's logo that you want to design. So you just type logo. So here, I just suggest you just type CEO. So just type CEO. So here you can see various designs template that you can use. So if you scroll down, just take your time, scroll down here. If you see the one you like, you can just go with it. In this case, I'll just, I already have the logo for this project. See the logo, this is it. I use this one here, as you can see here. If you compare it, so you just decide, just change the color there. So I already have the logo. So, but in this case, let's say for instance, you want to design the same logo. You can just click on it there. Then to take you to this page here. Now on this page, you need to select your colors, the colors you want to use for your logo. Let's say we want to use Light Studio, that is still the name I use there. Or if you want to change it to something else, you can just type something there. It's easy. Okay, you can just type something there, change it to anyhow you want it to be. If you want to change the font that is there, you can use this if you wish. You can see, you can do so many things here. Now, once you're done with that, I can just revert it back to where it was before. you need to use one other tool again. You know, the beauty of having a blog or a website is, number one, the color scheme of your website, the font you're using on your website, the kind of logo you use on your website, and the contents on your website. So in order for you to get, that vibrant color, that color that is very good, some of us don't know color, like what kind of color to use on our website or our blog. So in order to break free from that, that situation, you can just go to or use the link I'll also provide you in the description below. So let me just go back to our document there. So here, when you come to resources here, I'll also provide this file for you, don't worry. So when you come to these resources here, you can see here color palette. So when you just copy this link or click the link from the description below, it will take you to the website there. So I'll just click on the copy it, then I'll come here, I'll paste it here. So you can see we can get color, this thing here. You can also pick color from image. If you upload the image, you can pick the color from there. So let me just do something. Let me use an image to just show you what you can do with it. So when you click on that, you can either scroll down. When you scroll down, you can see color combinations there. You can also create your custom one if you want to. If you have an image, maybe you want to pick the color from the image. I think I have the logo here. So then I just go to this place. Then I come here, I select this. So I upload. So now you can see the colors that are there. So you just pick the color from the logo there. So you can also use this tool. It's very handy if you want to pick the colors there. Then the next tool I want to show you is this website called 𝗧𝗯𝗹𝗀𝗀. So just copy it, or you paste it from, you click on it from the description there to take you to this place here. Then here on this site, you can see font combination that you can use for your website or your blog. So when you just scroll down here, you can see the various combinations here. This is where I also pick fonts for my website or blog or any project I'm working on for clients. So the site is still loading. This is the combination I used for this specific project, which is this 𝗖𝗂𝗿 and display DM sans. This is the one I use, where you can just you can spend your time, research, find the fonts you like there. You can also scroll down, see the different fonts. So you can just pick the one you want there. So this is the one we're going to be using for this project here. So this is the name here. So here, there are two fonts there. So you take note of it now. They have DM serif, and there is DM serif display and DM sans. So this DM serif display is this particular font you're seeing here. This bolded one now is this one. Why this DM sans is this paragraph text here you're seeing here. That is the DM sans. So you need to take note of it. Just like this one now, Ultra and PT serif. This Ultra is this bolded one here. Why this one is this one you're seeing here. Same thing with this IBM Plex sans. So this one is the same thing. So you just need to take note of that when getting the font. So you've seen how to get the fonts now. So for the color combination, let's say, okay, you like this color now. So you can just come here, copy this color, go back to your logo. Let's say this is the place here. So I come here, I click on this, I put the color here, then I select it. So you can see, I can also do the same thing here, where we have this border here. I come here, I do this, I select the color here. Then for this, let me see our logo here. Okay, so the color there is this color. So I come here, I do this here. So you see the color, we already have the color here. So now, once you have this logo, this is the logo for, let me just go to this page here. So this is this logo now. This is it here. But what we can do now, because this font there we are using here is not the font we want, because when we go to this page, this is the font you're looking for. So DM serif. So when I just come here, I just click on this place here. Then I type DM. You can see this is the font here. So I just type it here. So to change it, then I do the same thing here. So change the font there. Then now we can download this logo. But before we download this logo, we need two versions of this logo. We need this light version and we need the dark version, so that for our footer background. So here in the footer background, I'll just use this background color, so I'll get the exact color for the footer background. Then for this inner color, I'll just select white. Then for the text, select this color. Then for the border I'll select white. So I just invert the color. Then for this, I select white. So you see, this is just the logo. So when we go there, back to the site, we scroll down, we can see. So you can just name your logo here. Then once you're done with that, so it's a bit difficult for me to just find the logo, but let me just do something here. Okay, so once I do that, I just click on this space here. Oh, sorry, not there. I click on this space here, share. Then once I click on share, you can see here download. So you just click on download. Now, this is the power of Canva Pro. That's why I recommend you go with Canva Pro, because it enable you to do so many things with Canva. You know, when you pay for something, it's actually cheap. You can be able to, instead of paying the same amount or more than it to a graphic designer on Fiverr or any other network to design a logo for you, can easily design it, be creative. You know, web design and doing all these things online is about creativity. So when you go to Canva, you just pay for the tool and you design this thing to your taste, to your satisfaction. So here, without Canva Pro, you can select this transparent backgrounds. You can see here, this crown means it's a paid tool. So here, because we have Canva Pro already, I'm on Canva Pro plan. So I just select this transparent background. I want to download these 2 files. So if I download these 2 files, I need to download it in a zip file because they are 2. So it will zip it and put it inside a single file. So you can see they are selected. And I select transparent background. Then I'll just click on download. Then click on download here. So I can download both logos. So you can see it is a zip file now. Then let me find it. Okay, so I just download. So when I come to this place here, then I click on this. Now you can see the logo. This is it here. So when I just unzip it, so I can just extract files here. Let me just rename all. So you can see the logo. This is the dark version. This is the light version here. So you can see them here. Now, what we can do now, we can add it to our site now. So here, when we go back to our WordPress dashboard, remember we've finished designing the logo. So let's just quickly check that out because I want this to be kind of organized. So when we just go back here, we've finished creating the logo. So let's just check it out. We've done this. So the next thing is using the WordPress customizer, adding logo, typography, and all that stuff. So now what you need to do is to go back to your WordPress dashboard. Now, in order for you to use the WordPress customizer, you need to go to this section which says appearance. Then click on customize. So you just open it in a new tab. Okay, so once the WordPress customizer finishes loading, this is what you need to do. Okay, once the WordPress customizer finishes loading, this is what you need to do. The first step is to add your logo. So we want to add our logo, our site's logo. So what we need to do now is to just come to this place where we have header builder. You click on it. Then you see site title and logo. So you just click on it. Then it asks you for a logo. So just select it. Then you come here, click on select files. Then here, just upload your logos. So this is just how to upload files into WordPress. So now we've uploaded our logo. So this is the logo we want to use. What we can simply do here is to just click on edit image. So when we click on edit image, we can just come here. We can crop our logo because this logo, because of these dimensions that are here, to make it kind of weird. So we'll just come here, we'll just crop it like this because this is the part we need. So we'll come here. So once we're done with this, then you click on the crop again. Now you click on save. So we have an edited logo here now. So what we need to do is come back here. Then we just come here, so that we can just get this. So we click on select. It asks us to crop again, but we already have this crop version. So what we can do is we can still crop it if we need to. There is no harm there, so we can just crop it like this. So we have this now. Then we click on crop image. So it will display our logo. Now the next thing you need to do here is to click on uncheck this box, this button here we say site title. So uncheck it. So for site icon, same thing. If you want to, the logo, my internet is kind of slow, but the logo will show. So in order for you to create the icon, you can see this LS here that is showing top here, this place here. In order for you to create that, you can go back to Canva. here, this page, you have this logo. Then you can just duplicate this page. Then you can just select this and delete this. Then you come here, text, then add new. Just type ls. Then what you can do now is just select it. Then select your font. So the font I'm looking for is search for this. This is the font I'm looking for. So once I get the font, I'll just make it big. So once I have this, I'll just position them very well. Let's see, let me increase it a bit. So here is in the center now. So what I can then do now is change the background color. So white, then the text color to this. So that's all. You can then download it. So you saw the step we did in the first place. So you just repeat the step and download the logo. But in this case, don't select all of them. Just select only this one and download it. So it won't download all those other versions we've already downloaded before. So once we have that, we can then come to site icon. Select site icon. So we don't have the site icon here. What we can do is to upload it. So here, this is my site icon here. So I'll just upload. So next step is to click on select. So it asks you to crop. In this case, skip cropping, don't crop this. Then you click on publish. So here, when we go here, next thing is to change our font, which is the typography. So you just come to global here. Then where we have typography, just click on it. You know, remember when we came back to this site, that's when we went to this site here. We saw this DM serif and display and this other font here. So you want to, this is our main font on this side. This is the font we want to use. So in order to add this font here, you just need to come here where we have body font. So the body font is this font here. Then the heading font is this one. So heading is just like this font combination you're seeing here. This is the heading. Then body is just like a paragraph. So that is what we want to do here. So in order to do that, what we can do is this. Where we have body font, it has base font, body font here. You just click on it. Then we come here. We don't want to inherit. We want to select it. So we type. I think that is. I don't know what's the name of that font again. So let me just find the font name. Okay, 𝗖𝗂𝗿. So this is it here, 𝗖𝗂𝗿. So we just select it. So here for the body font, we want it to be regular. Let's just leave it as regular. Then we want it to be 16 pixel or 18. Let's leave it as 18. Now for the heading. So this heading now controls the space. Instead of adding it one by one, then we just add the heading here. Then for the, just put DM. So this is the one we want in this case. Then normal. Then we want the weight to be normal. Then let's see. Let me do it again. Okay, so once you're done with this, you just select it. Then you click on publish. So we are done with the font now. The next thing is the color. So this is what I did in order to get this color. These exact colors, like the colors you see here for this site now. I just come here because the color I wanted to use here is nude color. So that is the color I wanted to use. So here I just come to Google. There's my Google search here. Here I just come to Google. I just type nude color palette. It shows me this. So I think this is the page I saw that color from Canva. So I come here, I select this, I open it in a new tab. Let's see. Okay, so you can see here, this is the color, everything about color nude. So this is the color palette exactly I use here. So this is the color palette here. So what we can do now to start adding the color, you just come to this color here, where we see global color palette. So we just click on this, then click on these settings, this thing here. Then you paste the color here. So this is the color I want to add here because I already have my colors. Okay, so what I just did was I went ahead to add the different colors here from the color palette, which is this here. Okay, not here, from this color palette. Okay, from here, from this color palette here. So the colors I need, I pick the colors from there. So to pick the color, you just need to click on this copy here. Just click on it to copy it. You can say copy. Or you can also use this tool here called ColorZilla. So just type this ColorZilla extension, just like this. 𝗖𝗂𝗿 you can see here. So once you just type it to show you the extension here, so just click on this, then you just click on add to Chrome, because I already have it. That's why it's showing me remove from Chrome. So that is one of the extension that is like you find handy to use. Another one here is this one here. You can see Word font. So same thing. You can also go back here, just type Word font. So just install these extensions into your browser. So you see it, this is the font, so you just add it to. So this font, what the function of this font is that it helps you know which font a website is using. So let's say, for instance, this is this website. Now I click on this Word font here. There you can see that font here. You can see the different, how the font is configured. So if you like the font, there you can steal the font or copy the font. Then if I close this, I use the 𝗖𝗂𝗿. So if I use this 𝗖𝗂𝗿 now, let's see this logo now. That didn't work. So let me just pick this. So here, you can see the color is changing here. So here you can see the color now. When I just click on this now, you can see I've copied the color. So if I just come here now and I just type the color, now you can see the color code there. So I can just add it there. So let me just quickly run through the colors that I use here so that you'll be able to know the colors. You can also replicate them for yours. So this is for this first one here under global palette here. You can see the color code here. This is for the second one. You can pause the video and pick the colors. This is for the third one. This is for the fourth one, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and the ninth one. Under global palette, you can see it here, so you can copy them. Then under theme color, accent color, you can see it here. You can see the color code. For links, when I scroll down, you can see the color code here. Then this is for the hover effect. When somebody hovers around the link, this is the color code there. Then for the headings, this is the color code. Then for the body text, when we scroll down, this is the color code black. Then for the borders, this is the color code. So you can just replicate this color for yours. So when you're done with this, you just click on publish. So the final step before we start building is to install a template. So as you can see, our site doesn't look so much like, looks so ugly like this. So what you can do is just go back to your dashboard. Then here where we have starter templates, remember the starter template to install. So just click on it. Now you'll be brought to this page here. So on this page, you just scroll down and just click on build your website. Now the page builder you're using is Elementor. So just select Elementor. Then here we come here, you just, I think that this thing I used here was, let's see Blogger. So you just select the one you want there. So here you can see Astra also have premium templates. So if you like them, you can also use them. Okay, so once you type in the Blogger, this thing here, then you scroll down. So this is the one we want here. So I'll just click on this. Then I'll click on skip and continue. So here, just continue and click on this. So I don't want to import. Previously, you see it as this. So I'll just remove this. I don't want it. So I don't want to import demo content. I don't want to share this. So I'll just click on this. So just wait for it to install. Okay, so once we finish that, we'll see this button here. So just click on visit site. So let's just see how our site looks like now. So as you can see here, it has changed. So this is what we have now. So I'll just do a refresh here to see if this thing change here. So after doing a refresh, we just come back to global, then click on colors. So you can see the colors change here. So what you're going to do now is just add those colors again. So just add those colors back. So once you're done adding the colors again, you just need to click on publish. Then you go back, you go to typography, then you click on body font. So here you just change the font back to what it was before. So DM display, no, I think this is what we want, DM sans here. So here we'll click on this here. Let me see. Okay. Then let's see DM display. Okay. So this is what we want here. I'll just come here to configure it very well. So I click on 400, sorry. Then I come here, click on 16 plus we want 18 here, then regular. So this is what we want here. So when you're done with this now, you just click on save. So once you click on the save button, you just need to go back. Then you can click on this cancel button because we're done with here. This customizer, you can just close it. So the next step now is for you to create your first blog post with WordPress. So I'll teach you how to create your first blog post. Okay, so to create your first blog post, what you need to do now is to just log in back to your WordPress dashboard, which is to click on that cancel button. So once you're back into your WordPress dashboard, here where we have posts, you just click on all posts. Now on this page, I'll just click on here. Then here now, this is where we can start creating our blog post. So to create our first blog post, you just need to click on this add new button. So I'll open it in a new tab. Now once this page finish loading, which is this page now, here you can add your title and then you can add your actual blog content. So to do that, I'll just copy from this page here. I'll copy the title here. Then I'll paste it here. Then for the content, I'll also copy the content of this page. So yeah, I'll just copy everything here, then copy, then paste here. So you're done pasting now. So the next step now, we've created the title, we've added the title of our blog post, we added the body content of our blog post, which is the actual post itself. Then the next thing here is to come to this place where we have post here. Then scroll down here where you see category. So now you can link this blog post now to the category which you want to add. So here you just, let's say for instance, you want to add this blog post to the celebrity category. Okay. Or let's say travel category, just add it here. So just remove this from here. So added this blog post to this category. So then we'll scroll down. Then where we have featured image. So featured image now is this image you're seeing here. So the image of your blog post, which is this one here. So I already have this image downloaded on my system. Don't worry, I'm going to provide you the files of this website or this blog, sorry. So then I'll just come here. I'll just click on set featured image. Then I'll upload it onto this the server, which is the web server. So I'll just go back. Then blog post images, so you can see the image here. Then I'll upload it here. Then once your image finish uploading, you just need to click on set featured image. So this is the image here now. So what we can do now is just copy this place here. Then come here, scroll down. So here where we have this excerpt. So this place now is just like a summary of what your blog post is actually all about. So I'll just paste this here. Then once I'm done with that, then I can publish this post. So you see how to publish. Now we can view the post. So let's view the post. Let's see how it looks like. Now you can see the post actually, the actual post. You can see the title of the post, all this content here, you can see them. Now you can see the comment, but don't worry, I'm going to teach you how to make this even better. So now this step, now you can repeat it for all your blog posts you're going to be like blogging on your site. So all the blog posts, you're going to repeat the same step. This is just how to create a blog post on your blog. So you repeat the same step for each and every of your blog posts. So in the next stage now, we'll enter into the design stage. So let's quickly go back to our document. So now we've learned how to use the WordPress customizer to add our logo, typography, and color. So we just strike out this. Then you've learned how to create your first blog post. So strike out this too. So now the next stage is to enter into the design stage. So the design stage will start building the header of our website. Then we'll look at the footer, the contact page, about page, blog page, single post page, and the free ebook page, which is the blog page, then the home page. So that's what we're going to be looking at now. All right, welcome back. So here in this design stage, we're going to be looking at building the header, the footer, the contact page, the about page, blog page, single post page, free ebook page, and the home page. So here we're going to start with the building of the header because we want to start from top to bottom. So we'll start with the building of the header here. So in order to start building the header of your blog, you just need to go back to your dashboard. So once you're in your dashboard here, you just need to come to this place here where it says templates. So just click on here, templates. So just open it in a new tab. So I'll just open it in a new tab. Now, so once the page loads, you'll be brought to something like this. You see this pop-up here. So here to ask you choose your template type. So here, just select this, then choose header. Then go down here and just type header here. You can just type header because we're trying to build the header of our blog. So when you're done with that, you just click on create template. Okay, so once the page loads, you see something like this here. So here, we'll just close this navigator first. Then this panel you're seeing to the left here, this is the Elementor's panel. So this is where you can pick widgets or elements. As you can see here, these are elements. These things you're seeing here, these are elements. There are so many here. So depending on the plugin which you're using, the plugin is compatible with Elementor, you see more widgets here, or sorry, you see more elements here. So just depending on the plugin you're using. Now, what we need to do in order to start building the header is to add what we call session. So session is just simply a container that holds every other element. So it's just like a container when you have a bucket. So then you pour water inside the bucket. So it's just like the bucket is the container. Then you add the water, which is the element, into it. So that is what we're going to do here. So in order to create that section, you just need to click on this plus button here. Now, as you can see here, we have different structures here. So these things are just like structure of the section. So here we have just one column section. Here we have 2, 3, 4. You can see 1, but the width are different. You can see this other one too. You can see this one is 4, this one is 6. So depending on the kind of design you want to build. In this case, we just want this one for now. We just want this one. So just select this now. Now you have this here. So what we want to do here, you can see here, edit session. So when you add a session here, automatically Elementor will show like a panel specific for that session you're working on. So here you can adjust the width, the height, the color, border, and so many things if you want to do, maybe customize it very well. So this is what you can use to do it. So now in this case, what we're going to do is to click on this style tab here you're seeing here. So just click on it. Then now here we have background. So we want to add a background color to this place here. Forget you're seeing it as white here. It is not white. Currently it is transparent because there's no color here. So what we want to do, we want to add a background color here. So we'll click on this brush button here. Now here where we have color, we'll click on this. Remember, previously I showed you how to add this color to your customizer. So when you add this color to your customizer, it will become default on your site there. So when you click on this place here, you see the colors you want to use, which is your color panel. You see color palette, you see it here. So in this case, we want to use this white color here. So as you can see here, we've added this white. You can see the color code there is appearing on top of it. So here now, this place is now white now. So the next thing we want to do is to scroll down. Here where we have border. So depending on how you want to design yours. So in this case, when designing the header for this side, let me see. So as you can see here, the header for this side, the background color is white. Then when we scroll down, let me just also reach this place. So here, if you look here, you can see something like a faded color here. So that is just the border there. We added something like a shadow there. So that is the design you're trying to imitate here now. So what we're going to do here is to click on this border here. Now, border here, what we're going to do, we're not going to touch anything here. If you want to make something around, maybe the corners, you can add radius, but we're not going to do that. Where we have box shadow, because we want to add that shadow effect there, we'll just click on it. Now you can see this shadow here. Here is white. Now you can see the shadow here. So the settings for this shadow is just add 63 here. Then here add 7. Now you can see, or you can change it to 6. Let's leave it as 6. Now you can see here. So here the color we're going to add there is this. So you can see that color there. So here, but what we want to do now is to reduce the shadow, because it's just like the shadow comes down too much. So what we want to do is to click on the border again, then click on this brush here. Now here, let's just reduce it to 24. Let's see 24. So 24 is better now, you can see. So once we have this now, the next thing we want to do is to click on this hamburger icon here, as you can see here. So once we click on that, what we need to do here, where we have it, let me just scroll down. So here where we have basic here, you can see inner section. Remember, this is the main section, just like the main container here. So, but we can add different kinds of container, like just like adding like you have your main bucket, then you add another bucket on top of it. So here we can just drag this section. So just drag it into this place here. Now, when we look at this design here, you can see we have the logo here, we have the nav here, and we have these social media links here. So in order to create this effect now, we have 3 columns here. If you can look at it very well, we have the column containing the logo, then we have the column containing the nav, and we have the column for the social media icon. So that is what we want to do. Currently now, if you look at that, if you look here now, currently, if you look here now, you can just see we have only 1 and 2. You can see this plus here, these 2 plus, so it's just 1 and 2. So we have only 2 columns currently here inside that inner section we just added. So in order to create that 3 column effect there, or that 3 columns you saw there. So we can just do what? Right click on it. So when you hover around this now, when you hover around this, you can see edit column. When you just right click, it's going to show you something here. So it's going to show you this panel here. So what you're going to do now is to duplicate it. So once you duplicate it, now we have 1, 2, and 3. So we have 3 now. So what you need to do here is we want to configure it because we don't want these things to be even. Like this, it is even. But when we look at this logo here, we have this side here. This logo is just like a small column here. Then this now, since it is many, kind of have the largest here, then including the social media. So what we can do now is to just edit the width of these columns here. So to edit the width, now you can go into each individual column there to edit the width here. So when you click on this, just click on it there to show you this edit column here. So edit column width. Now you can see the column width here. So here in this place, the column width we want to use is 20. Now you can see it has adjusted it. So the next one here is, so here we want it as I think 60. So this is 60 now. Then this last one will be 20. So now you can see we have this here now. So the next thing we want to do now is to add our logo, our nav, and our social media icons. So to add your logo, you just need to click on this button again here, this hamburger button here. Now you can see site, then you can see logo. So here, what we need to do is to just drag this logo into this place. So we're dragging this element into this container here, which is this inner section column here we created, the 3 columns here. So we drag the logo here. Automatically, what WordPress is going to do, or Elementor, it is going to, because now when we go back, let's just look at this now. This thing you're seeing here is a dynamic element. So you can only see this if you're using Elementor Pro. That's why I said you need to get this Elementor Pro. So you can only see this, or even build this header. Like, Elementor Pro gives you more flexibility. So it allows you to build your website anyhow you want to build it compared to the free version. So the free version doesn't allow you to build headers at all. So in order to do that, you need to get the Elementor Pro. So once you get the Elementor Pro, you'll be able to follow along and create this header now. Now, once you drag this element into this place, this is for the logo. Automatically, it will populate the logo image here. That will be our logo, our site logo. It will populate it here. So what we want to do here now is to just, let's say, reduce it. Let's say we want to reduce the logo here. So let me go back. So here, when I click on this now, just click on this pencil here. Then it will bring up this column. By default, you see it at this place here. So first of all, align it to the left. So once we align it to the left, then we'll click on this here. So for the width now, we'll set the width to 92. So just type 92 there. So here, this is the width here, 92. So the next thing is the menu here, the nav here. So what we want to do here is just click on this hamburger again. Then what we want to do is do this, drag this nav menu into this place here. So once we drag the nav menu into this place, now you can see the nav menu here, the pages we created, the home, about, blog. Now you can see this free ebook and this contact here. So what we want to do is to style this thing because it doesn't look very well like this. Now you can see this one is more beautiful than this now. So we want to style it. Okay, so first of all, what we're going to do here is to move this thing. We'll align it just here where you have align. So you align it to the center. So you can see this center effect here now. Now, the next thing, we'll remove this underline. When we hover, you can see this line under it here. We want to remove, we don't want it there. So just click on none. So now you can see when we hover, it won't show there again. Now, once you do that, here where we have mobile breakdown, so you just check this full width here. So I'll show you what this full width simply does. Okay, let me just show you quickly now. So if it is unchecked like this, when you click on this responsive mode, then you come here and you click on mobile. Now, when you click on the button here, now you can see how it is. But don't worry, I'll still show you why it is like this now. Right now, it is not okay. But don't worry, when we come to this place, I'm going to show you why you need to check this box here. Okay. So the next thing you need to do for this toggle here, the toggle is for that, on mobile, there's a toggle there. So let me just show you the toggle. So this toggle here on mobile. So here right now is in the center, but when we click on this here, so to move it to the end here. So let's just leave it as it is like that. Don't worry, I'll show you the next thing you need to do. So once you do that, then you can leave your icon, which is this now. When I go back to mobile, when I close this, let me just put it to center so that you can see very well. Okay, so you see this hamburger or something there. If you want to change the icon, here where we have icon, so you can click on this here. So if you want to change it to something else, you click on this, then click on insert. So just what's going to happen. So it will change it. So if you prefer this one, you can use it, but I prefer this one here, which is the default. So, but don't worry, let's continue styling. So we'll go back to desktop mode there because you're still decorating the desktop. So the next step is to just come to this style tab here. So just click on style here. Then for typography here, we'll click on this. Now where we have transform, so just click on uppercase. So we want to transform everything to uppercase here. So I think we're okay with this here. So for the weight, we'll just change it to 500. So you can see it here. So this is okay here. So the next thing we'll just do is to click out of it, then come to drop down here. So the drop down is simply when we hover. Now you can see this drop down here. So this drop down, this is what we want to work on now. So you just click on this drop down here. Now what you need to do here is where you have text color. So when we hover, you can see the text color currently. When we just leave it like we don't hover, you can see the text color there is kind of black. Like the free book there is black. So what we want to do, we want to change the text color to white. So we'll just go down here. We'll click on white. Now for the background color, so when we hover now, you can see the text there because it is white. Now for the background color, we'll click on this. Then we'll select this as the background color so that when we hover now, you can see the color there. So you can see the color there now. Now when we click on this hover, the background color here, remember when we hover now, you can see this ash color here. We don't want it. So we can change the background color now to, let's see the color we're going to use there. So this is the color we're going to use there. So now you can see the color there. So for the typography, we'll come back to normal here. For the typography, we just click on 16. So 16. So when we hover now, you can see it is more legible. So we'll come back to hover here. Let's see. So 16, it is okay there. Then we'll scroll down here. For here, let me go back to this place here. So you just click on normal here. So when we click on when we hover around this now, you see this drop down. Look at where this, from the top here to this place here, this is where it is. But you see this drop down, it's kind of in the middle here. So what we want to do is we want to shift this thing down to start from this edge here, from this bottom here. We want it to start from there. So what we can do here, where we have divider here, where we have this distance here, we just 20. So when we hover, let's see. So now you see it is down here, but don't worry, I'm still going to show you how to still do these things very well. So for the toggle here, you just click on it. You just come here where we have background color. So just come here, click on it. Then this is the color we want to use. So the toggle now, you can't see this toggle until we go to mobile mode. So when we click on mobile, now you can see the color here. So that is what we want there. So the next thing there, we'll go back to drop down here. So this drop down here, when this thing drops down, so what we want to do is to add the shadow effect. That shadow effect we added there. So come here, we just put this color. So you can just type this color code here. Then I'll come here, I'll just type 24. Then here I'll just come, I'll write 6 here. Okay, so when I see the shadow around it now, you can see that shadow effect there around it. So that's what we want there. So when you're done with that, you just close it. So you're done with the drop down here. You're done with the drop down. So the next thing there is to drag in your social media links here. So I'll come here, I'll drag it. For the social media, just type social media. So here, this is social media icons. So just drag it into this place here. Now you can see how the icons are. So what we want to do, we want to change it to round, to like circle. So you can see it is now circular here. So the next thing now is to click on this style tab here. So here we don't want to use the official color here. So just click on custom because we want everything to be branded with our site. So for the primary color here, we'll just come to this place. We'll choose this color here. So that is the color we want. Now we want when they hover around it. We want that hover effect there. So we'll come to hover. We'll click on primary color. So we'll find the color. This is the color we want. So when you hover now, you can see the color there. So we'll come back to this place here. Then for the size there, we'll keep it as 18. Now you can see this thing there is kind of smaller now. So what we can do here is to reduce this logo. So let's reduce the logo. Okay, so just click on this social media icon here. So then come down here, then add some padding there. Just put it as 5. Let's say 5. So padding there is just like adding space there. You can see when we added that padding there, it shifted it kind of down because we added the padding only to the top there. So that is what we want now. So when we just close this now we can see how our header looks like. So when we hover now, you can see this here, this ebook and the shadow effect there. So then we'll just come here, we'll open this box again. So we'll just look at this here. I think everything is nice. So here, this menu here, let's just add some padding to the top there. So uncheck this box here. So the box is, if you add, let's say we link it. If you want to add the like padding to all the sites at once, you can link it You can just check this box here. So it's just like link everything. So if we add 10, it will add 10 to everywhere. So, but that's not what we want to do. Just want to add 10 to a specific area. So we'll just unlink it. Then put the padding as 3. So just put 3 to the top there. Then what we can do is to click on this section here. So just click on this place now to enter into the main container. So just click on it to enter into the main. So if you don't know how to get to this place, maybe you're having troubles here, you can also use this place which says navigator. So when you click on it, now to bring up this plane here. So this one you're seeing here, this first one, this is the first container here. Remember, we added an inner section. So this is the inner section we added there. Then in that inner section, we have 3 columns, which is the first column containing the logo, second column containing the nav, third column containing the social media. So it's just 1, 2, 3. And if you can remember, that main container we added there was only 1 column. So you see, it is 1 column containing the inner section, and that inner section has 3 individual columns there containing these other elements here. So what we can do, we can close this here, then come back to this place. Let me just scroll up here. Let me see if I can get into this place. Let me click on this again. So here I click on this here. So once I click on that now, then I can go to this place here which says advanced. Then what I want to do is, let me show you something. When I scroll like this, you can see the header goes out. It doesn't stick there. So what I will do, I'll just come here to the motion effect, advanced motion effect. Remember the main container. Then what I can do here, we have stick. I can just click on it and say top. So when I hover now, when I scroll now, you can see it is kind of fits to the top here. So I like that effect there. So what we can do is then we can add some entrance effect. So if you add some entrance effects, you can see that drop effect there. You can see there. So what we can do is once we have this, then we'll go to the tablet mode. Now we're done designing the mode for the desktop. What we can do is go to the tablet mode. So once we go to the tablet mode, now you can see on tablet, it doesn't look very well. So what we can do here on tablet is just click on this place here for this column containing the logo here. They'll add it as 80. So you can see this is 80 here. For the logo, we'll just reduce it to, let's say what's going to be good. So let's say 40 is going to be okay, or 42. Let's leave it as 42 so it doesn't kill the image, the resolution of the image. So what we can do now after this now is to click on this column here, which this edit column containing the nav here. So click on it. So for here now, remember you can only have 100% there. So what we did was divide the 100% by 3 for the desktop. Remember here, we divided by 3. We added 20 here, we added 60 here, we added another 20 here. So 20 plus 20 is 40 plus 60 is 100. So what we can do here is, since this thing is 3 columns and it won't look very well when we add, let's say we do something like this now. Let me just show you an example. We do 20. Then let's say, you see, we have this now, we have the nav and we also have this. It doesn't look so good. So what we can do is just leave it as 80 here. Then we can click on this nav here, which is this edit here. Then what we can do, we have 80, so the remaining there is kind of 20, so add 20 here. So we have this one and this one. So what we can do here, just click on this nav here. Then for the content, come to this content here. Then this align now, you come down here where you have this toggle here, because this is the toggle button here. Just click on right, so it will move it to the right here. So that is okay there for that. So what we can do next is this social media link. We don't need it on tablet because we're going to have it in the footer. So what we can do now is just click on this advanced here. Remember, edit column, advanced. Then come here where we have responsive. So I'm teaching you how to design a responsive website now. So here we have desktop. So we want it to be visible on desktop. So desktop is here on laptops and computer screens. So you can see it here. But we don't want it to be visible on tablet. So what we can do is just hide on tablet. So you can see to check it out. So when we just close here now you can see we just have the logo and this button here. Now you can see that thing I'm telling you about here, which is that full width alignment, which is on mobile, the mobile drop down. So you can see it is just kind of fixed to a column there. So it is not good. You've not gone to a website and you see something like this there. So you can see how I push down this header here. So what we can do to fix this issue is you just click on this edit here. Now content here. So what we can do here, we have mobile drop down, full width. So we just click on this here. So you can see now, you can see it like it comes out from that column there. Then it takes up the full width of this page. So this is better now. You can see this is better now. So what we can do, I think we're done with this stage here. So I can just close here. Then I can close it totally. So now you're done with the desktop header here. I'm sorry, the tablet header. So you can click on mobile now. So on mobile now, you can see how it looks like on mobile. Same thing. This is not okay. So you can just click on edit here. So in this case, we want to put it as 80 here. Then we can increase the logo a bit. So just click on the pencil there. Then increase the logo a bit. Let's say 53 or 50. Let's see 55. Let's just put it 55. Let's see. Okay, so this is it here. Then now you click on this edit column here for this toggle button here. So here we have 80 here. So mobile too, mobile we need to have the 20 so that I can complete 100% there. So you can see this is 80%, this one is 20, so it stays, side by side. Now what we can do here, this column here, so just click on this column here because you can see how the header looks like. Doesn't look okay. So we can click on it, edit here, then come to advanced again, then scroll down responsive. Then we can click on hide on mobile because we don't want it to display on tablet and mobile. Now we only have this menu here, the toggle there, and also the logo. So when we click on it here, now you can see it looks very good now. So it looks very good. So when we close here now you can see how our menu looks like. So you can close this back. So you just have the logo and this. So let's just go back to desktop. So once we're here in desktop mode here, we can just click on this logo because I want this header to be like the space, like the height should be kind of, it's too big for me. So it's just personal choice. So I can just click on this here, then come to this style here. So I can just type 78 here. So I think this is better now compared to before. So everything's kind of aligned very well. So here when I close it, now you can see the logo. This menu here, you can see now. You can see where it is now. It is at the exact edge of this now. And this now. So what we can do once we have this effect here is to click on publish. So once you click on publish, it's actually where you want this, that's the header to display. So that is the power of Elementor Pro. Number one, Elementor Pro. Without Elementor Pro, you can't build header and footer. So it's just an added functionality there. And also with Elementor Pro, you can build separate header for each pages. So let's say, for instance, you want to have a separate header for your post page, which is your single post page. So you can do that. If you want to have it for your checkout page, you can do that. If you want to have it maybe a landing page, a separate header compared to your main site header. So you can do that with the Elementor Pro. So that is another functionality there, plus the extra templates and other functions or elements that you can get there. So here, what we can do now, where do you want it to display? Where we can set now, we can set the condition, add condition. We want it to display on our entire site. But let's say, for instance, we want it to display on an entire site, but we don't want it to display on, let's say, our back page. You can just add another condition here. They'll click on exclude. So here, we just click on this. They'll click on singular. So singular means we want to exclude from certain pages. So maybe those pages, we have a separate header for those pages, maybe like a landing page, a checkout page, or cart page. We want to make it conversion focused, so we can do that there. But here now, where we have all singular, then we can click on pages. So once we click on pages, it will by default to be all. So we don't want it to be all because we want to exclude it from some specific page. So here we can click on this and maybe type the name of the page. So about page, so you to find the page here. So I think let's see. Okay, now you can see it. The about page should there. So contact page. If you want to exclude it from the contact page, you can do this and save. But don't worry, we are not doing that. We want to just leave it for all the pages on our entire site. So here, once I'm done with that, I'll click on save and close. So you can see now, congrats, your site's part is live. So the header is now live on our site. So if we want to preview it, we can just click on this here. So let me just move this. So here you can see this I button here around here now. When you click on it, it's actually preview. So if you want to check how the thing looks like, you can just click on it. So you've learned how to build the header of your blog now. So the next step is to just check this out from our documents, so our game plan. So just check this out. So the next step now is to build the footer. So we're going to start building the footer now. And in order to build the footer, you just need to go back to your WordPress dashboard. Now go back to this page where we have templates here. So just click on add new. So once we're on this page, just here we check footer here. So the name of your template, you just put it as footer because we want to be able to remember this specific template as a footer, just in case we want to edit it in the future. So we know which one is our footer, which one is our header. So create it as footer. Then click on create templates. So once the page finished loading, you'll be brought to this pop-up here. So on this pop-up now, as you can see here, Pro, all these things here. This simply means that you can once you have the Elementor Pro, which is a plugin there, once you have it, you can quickly insert anyone. So if you want to insert, just click on the insert button here to insert any of these footer here. So you can see footer templates here. So if you look at it, want to preview it, just click on it. Now you can see how this footer is. So if you like the design of this footer, you just click on insert here. But don't worry, I said we're going to build everything from scratch. So what I can just do, I can just close this. So in order to start building your footer, you just need to scroll down. So this area you're seeing here, this is the footer area. So now here, this is familiar with you now. What you can do here is just create a section. Remember your container. So this is our container here. So what we can do is click on it here, then click on advanced. Now what we want to do is to set the padding. So we want to add some space up and down there. So what we can just do is to unlink the value because we don't want them to be equal. So here for the top, we want to add 50. Now you can see the space to the top here. Now for the bottom, you want to add 30. So you can see the space now. Then the next thing is to click on the style here. So we want to add the background color. So the background color we're adding here is our main color, which is this now. You can see the color here. So once we're done with this, the next thing we need to do is to click on this bugger action icon here. Then we'll drag inner section into this place because that's the kind of layout we want. And when we go back to here, so when we scroll down to the footer, now you can see we have how many columns do we have here. In this case, we have 4. Remember, the header was 3, 1, 2, 3. But in the footer, we have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is 4 here. So we want to create these 4 columns here. So, and in this case, though we can still deal with the main container, which is this here. So we can still deal with this main container. Sorry, we can still deal with this one here, which is when we click on this here. Now we can do it with this, but I don't want to do it with that because why? I want to maintain this line. You can see this starting from this line here down straight. I want to maintain it. Same thing with this place here. I want to maintain the line there. So that's why I'm not using this. I'm using this one instead. So what I can do is I can just duplicate it 2 times. So this is 3 columns now. So I can just duplicate it again. So this is 4 columns now. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4. So when we go back here, so I'll just drag this to this page. Now you can see the logo. You can see some text here. Then you can see the navigation on this. So what I can just do now is to come here. Then here in this case, we can't drag in the logo widget. Why? Because it will bring this logo here, which is this dark version of the logo. So what we can do in this case now is to add an image there. So to add an image, just come here, see where we have basic. Just drag in this image one here. So to bring the image, this thing here. So what we can do is choose image. So just click on choose image to load up this file manager here or media manager here. So we come here, we click on this. This is the one we want. So click on insert. So you can see it here now. But in this case now, you can see how this image is. It doesn't look so well. So what we can do now is to just go back to our WordPress dashboard. Now there we come to this place where we have media. So I'll just click on media here. So here, this is the version here. This is the version here. So I can edit it. So I want to edit it to make it, remove all this spacing here. So I can just click on crop here. Then come here, just drag it like this. Then drag this one too like this. Then come here, do this. Do the same here. Then click on crop. Then click on save. So now we have it here. So then I can close this. Then when I come back here, what I can do now, I can just do a refresh. So let me just publish this for now. Just publish it for the meantime. Just click on condition. Then we want it, remember the header. We want it to display on the entire site. Same thing with the header. You can create customized footer if you wish. So but here we just want this, want just this single footer here. So I'll click on save here. So when we have this, I can just do a refresh so that this logo, this image to take effect. Now you can see the image here now. So what we can do is reduce the size. So you're happy. So I'll just leave it at 60. Now it is currently aligned to the center here. So but I can just align it to the left. Now you can see here. So the next thing I can do here is to add that dummy text. So to add those dummy text here, I can just come here. Here we have basic text editor. So I'll just drag this into, see, remember, let me go back. We want to drag it into this column here, not outside the column. So when we drag this text editor now you can see it is inside. When it is outside, you can see the blue line. It's kind of full width there. So, but when it is inside, it's just within the column there. So we want to leave it inside there. Now you can see here, but what we want here, we don't want this black text, we want a white text. So we just come here, then we scroll down and click on white. So we see. So if we go back here, you can see if you want to still check the color there, you can click on this. Remember your extension I showed you. So we come here, then I can just see if I can pick the color. So you can see the color, it is not white. So when I come back here, then I can just come here. I think this is the color here. Remember, we added it. So this is the color here, this one here. So we've added the color here. The next step there is to add some, because you can see this text is kind of close to this area here. So what I want to do, I want to come to this advanced here. Then where we have padding, so I'll just unlink this value. So here I can just add, let's say I can add 30 here. No, not there. So here I'll just come to the right here, then add 30. So you can see to kind of shift it to the right, so it doesn't touch this wall very well here. So the next thing we can do here is to add a heading text. So just here when you have basic, just drag this heading text here. So here I'll just come back here. I'll just copy this now. Sorry, just copy this here. Then I'll paste it. Okay, so once this is here now, I can just come here. Then change the color first of all to this color here. You can see the color here. So I'll change it to this color. Then I can still increase the size. Let's say 35. 35. Let's increase it to 35. So this is okay here. So this is okay. Now the next thing you need to do is to add this list here. So you can see this is a kind of list showing the different links in our site here. So we'll just come back here. So here to add the list, you just click on this hamburger again, then type icon. So here, this is what we want here, icon list. So just click on it, add it inside this column here. So I'll just delete these two for now. Then I'll come back. Let's see. I'll delete the icon, this check icon here, I'll remove it. Then I'll come here. Then for the text, I want to change the text color to this color here. Then when they hover, I want to change it to this color here. Let's see. So you can see the color there when they hover. So I can just come back here, I can name it. So here, this will be home. Then what I can do then is duplicate it. So here I can name this one about. So this will be the blog. And this will be the contact page. So this is just how to add the links there. So if you want to add the link now, so that when someone clicks on it, it will take them somewhere. Here where we have link here, when you click on it, to bring down this drop down here. So you just type the link, the title of the page. So you can see this is for the home page. Come to the about page and you do the same thing, type the about. So you come here, you type the blog. So you come the last one, you do the same thing there, you type contact. So here, just type this. Now, the next step we need to do here is to copy this. So you can just copy. Just click on copy. Then come to this place. There is a functionality in Elementor. Just click on paste. So here you come here, you do the same, you paste. So here I'll just close this panel for the meantime. Just close Navigator. So we have this and this now. So we'll look for what they are. So here, this one is popular categories. So I'll just paste the text here. No, this one for this. I'll click on this here. So this is popular categories. So here I can just, let's see what it is. Okay, so this is 29. Or let's put that 30. The 30 is okay, so I'll just come here and reduce this one too. Or what I can just do, I can just copy this. This one we've edited this one, so it's 30, so I can just copy. Then if I come here and do paste, I won't paste now, I'll just do paste style. So to paste that style, we change the font size from 35 to 30, so it will reduce it. Now you can see it will reduce it to 30, so I can do the same here, paste style. So it has reduced it here. Now what I can do is I can just copy this one, then I'll come here and paste it. Now in this case, what I can do here, then I can change it to the categories there. This is lifestyle. Then the next one is travel. So now I've gone ahead to add the different categories here. You can see here. So here, one thing you can do now is, when we click on this now, so this is not the actual link to the category. We copied this one and we pasted it here. So now what we can do to get the actual link of this category, remember we created the categories when we were trying to set up our site in the setup stage. We created the categories. So if you go back to your dashboard, now where you go to categories, under post categories, now you'll be brought to this page. So to get the link to the specific category, just need to click on this view, but don't click on it, just right click on it, then to bring up this pop-up. So just copy link address. So what you can do is come back to the footer, so just paste the link address here. So do this for the other categories there, paste all the links here. So when your visitor clicks on it, it will take them to the actual category there. Now the next stage is to add this join newsletter. So I'll just copy this text here. Then I'll come to this page here. Then I'll paste it. So join newsletter. So here I think I still need to reduce the size of this text here. So let's leave it at 25. 25 is okay. So I can just copy, then paste style, then do the same here. Okay, so once I'm done with that, just click on this place here, then come here, just type form. So when you type form there, now you can see this form. That's why I say you need to use Elementor Pro. So with Elementor Pro, you're able to use the Elementor form elements there. So you just drag this into this place here. So just drag it and leave it inside here. So by default, this is what you see. So what we can do first of all is to click on this place, so you to remove that. Now we want to remove this one. So this message, we don't want the message there. So click on this. Now we want the name and email. Then for the button, just click on button here. So we want the button to be like 50%, let's see. So 50% is okay, because when we go back here, you can see how it is here, 50%. So here, this is it. So let me just close this and see how it looks like. Okay, so I go back here. So now to style this form here, to style the form, what we can do is to click on style here. Now, on this page, what you need to do is just come here, scroll down, then click on this field. So the field is this box you're seeing here. So the field will come here, we'll put the text color. So the text color, we want it to be this color here. So for the form field there. Now, then next for the button. So we want the background color to be, let's scroll down a bit. Okay, we want the button color to be this here. Now when we hover, they want the color to be, so I'll just scroll down here. I want it to be this. So when now you can see here. So the next thing we can do here is to click on this here. Then for the text, they will just set it to be uppercase. So this is it here. So you see send. So let me see. Okay. So what we can do now for this text here, let me see something here. I want to text something. So DM, let me see DM, so no, DM sans. Okay. So this is the font here. So I think we're done with all this here. So what next? What next? Let's see. So when we just close this here, let's see how our footer looks like. So you see our footer now. When I open this again, now you see how it looks like. So the next session is to add this copyright and this logo here. So what we can do is to go back, then just click on this here, then add new again. Then what we can do this time around is to drag in an inner section here. So here we'll just leave it as 2 columns, in this case here, 2 columns. So you click on this here, then click on style, background color. So I want to set the background color to be this color, so it will be the same with this. Then what you want to do is to drag in this heading text here. So to drag in this heading text here. So what you can also do, since you already have these social media links, let me show you something. So yeah, where is our dashboard? So when we go back to our dashboard and click on visit site, so let's also put it in the new tab. So now we have this now. Remember, I've already designed the header. So I just want to show you a trick here. When you click on edit header, now once the header loads, what you can then do is just right click here, then click on copy, because we already have this as a template. So we've already had it. So we can just copy this, then come back to the footer here, then just paste it here. So right click again, then click on paste. So this is the icon here. So what we can do is to align it to this side, then come to this place. Now you can see the color here is not okay. So what we can do now is to change the colors. So here I'll change this one to this one here. Then these Facebook icons, those icons inside there, then I can change it to this one here. So you can see now when we hover, those hover this thing here. So we can just come to the icon hover here. So you can see the hover there. Then I can just click on secondary here. Then come here and click on white, which is this color here. You can see. So when we hover now, you can see the colors there. So here, when we come back to this text here, I can just paste this one here. Now what we can do, where we have this HTML tag, so I can just reduce it to paragraph. So this is a paragraph text here. Then I can just come here, then change the color to be white. Now you can see it is now white now. Then once it is white, I can come to advanced here. Then for the padding, I'll unlink this, then set it as 15. So you can see when I close here now, you can see everything is now okay, just like before. So when I go back to this one here, you can see. So it's just like before. So it is now okay now. So then what I can then do is to just click on update. So in this case, when we click on, before we go and preview, let's just see the responsive mode. So when I click on responsive, then we click on tablet. Let's say it looks like on tablet. So this is how it looks like on tablet. It is okay on tablet. Then we can come here. And then this is on mobile. So on mobile, what we can then do is just click on this copyright here. Then come to content here. Then click on align to the center. Then we can do the same here for the icons there. Then align it to the center. So everything will be well aligned to the center here. Then if we go back to this desktop, this mode here, you can see how everything is okay here. So then we can then click on update. So let's preview it. So click on preview. So here when we preview now, we can see how our footer looks. So just ignore these dots that are here. So if you want to see how it looks currently, you can just even click on this logo, because this is preview. Now you can see it is no more there. So you can see how our footer is. So now you've learned how to design the header. You've also learned how to design the footer. So if you're finding value in this video, so just kindly hit the subscribe button and subscribe to our channel so that you can get more notification when we upload new videos in the future. So let's go on. Now this is it here. So let's just go back to our document. Now on our document, what we can do here is to just strike out this now. We're done with the footer. So the next step is to build the contact page. So in order to build the contact page, I'll just close this. Now you just come back to your WordPress dashboard here. So to build the contact page, you need to come to this page which says pages. Then click on all pages. Now, if you remember previously in the setup stage, you added this page, you created these new pages. So what we can do now to start editing this page with our Elementor page builder is to click on this edit. So just open it in a new tab. Now, once you open it in a new tab, what you can then do is here where you have template, just click on this default template, set it to Elementor full width, then click on update. Now, once the page has finished updating, then click on edit with Elementor. Now, the page will load now. So once you're on this page here, what you can do, you're already familiar with this now, which is this panel here. The first step you need to do in order to start building the page, remember, you built the header, you built the footer. Now we want to start building the body, which is this place here. So this page, the body is kind of specific to a specific page. Now, so here, we want to start building the contact page. And in this case, we'll just click on this plus button here to add the section. So we'll add this section here. Now we'll come to the advanced here. We'll link this button here. Then we'll put 70 top. Then we'll put 70 bottom. Then we'll come to this style tab here. Now we'll click on this here. But we're not adding a background color here. We want to add an image. So I'll click on this here. Then I'll click on upload file. Then I'll click on select file. So here I'll just go back into the folder. So this is the contact page here. This is the image. So I'll select this. So I'm going to provide you this image. So you can also use it for yours. Okay, so once the image finished loading, you just need to click on insert image. Now, once the image has been inserted, you just need to scroll down. Now we have background overlay because we want to add some background overlay. But before we go there, let's just click on the position. So we want to click it as center, or sorry, let's just leave it as default for now. Then for the background overlay, just click on it here. Then click on this brush icon here. So here, just set it to 0.62. Now for the color, select it to be this color here. So this is the color we want here. So the next step is to add an inner column there. So because we want to start adding context to it. So here I'll just drag in this inner column here. But in this case, I want it to be just one column. So I'll just delete this one here. So we only have one column inside this inner column here. So once we do that, the next step is to add our text. So I'll just drag this text into this inner column here. So once we do that, I'll just align it to the center. Here where we have HTML tag. So just change it to H1. Then here, I'll just paste our text. So I want to show you something because let me just change the text. Let me change the text color so that you can see very well. Now the color is white now. Or let me leave it as white. So when I come back here now, you can see let's talk. You can see how the thing is. Let's talk about things that matter. So if I remove this thing here, now you can see everything is just kind of straight there. But when I add that code here, it's just like a small code. This is a small code. Now this is called line breaking. So if you want something to go to the next line, you just use this here, line breaking. So you find this kind of code handy when you're working with your blog or with WordPress. So I'll just type this here. So you can see now I've broken down the text into multiple lines here. Then here I'll go to the next place here. For the typography, I'll add it as 46. So you can see the typography here. So this is okay. So the next step here, I'll just come here for the weight. Let me see. Okay, so I'll add the weight to be 700. And you can see it's kind of thicker. So once you're done with this hero section for the contact page, next thing is create another section. So here in this section, we'll come to advanced here. Remove this here. So add 50. For the bottom, we'll add 50. Now for the background color, because we don't want it to be transparent like this, we'll just click on this. Now we'll add this color here. So this is the background color here. Then the next step is to add our inner section. So for this inner section, we'll make it 3 columns. So you see we have 1, 2, 3 here. So here now, what we want to do here is to edit the width. Remember what we did to the header there. So for this case, I want to put this width here as 15. Then I want to make this one 70. Then I'll make this one 15. So you see it there. This is what we have here now. Then what we can do now is for this section here, I can just click on this edit width here. Then I come to the style here. Then for the background color, I'll set it to be white. So you see the color is now different from this one here. Then the next thing, I'll come to the border here. I'll leave it check here because I want the border to be equal everywhere. So I put 10 here so it can kind of have that round edge corner there. Then for the box shadow, I'll come here, change the value to be this. So you can just put this value there. Then I'll change it to be 24, then 6. So you can't see anything right now because we've not added anything here. So now once we're here now, the next thing we need to do is to click on this icon again. Then we'll come to this place and drag this into this place. In this case, we'll make it to be a paragraph text. So once we make it to be that, then we'll just type our text here. So just type this text here. Then the next step is to come to this place here. So I'll unlink the margin here. In this case, margin. So here I'll put 30. I'll put 50 here. Then I'll put 50 here. So you see the margin effect I put there now. So here I'll come to this place. Let's see. Let's see if I can use it to 18. So this is okay for me. Now, the next step is to add our form there. So to add our form, you remember, just type form here. So come to this place. This is Elementor element form here. So just drag it into this place. There we have it here. So I'll come to the advanced here. Here I'll uncheck this here. So add 50 here. Then I'll add 50 here. Then I'll add 50 here. So everything will kind of equal here and equal here. Then and also the bottom here. Then when I come to this place here, I'll just come to the style here. Sorry, I'll come to the content here. Then I'll remove this label stuff here. Then what I can then do, I can drag this message up to this place here. Then for the name, I'll set the column width here, which is the width of this form, to be 33. For the email, I'll set it to be 33. Then I'll create the last one. So we'll call this one subject. So I'll copy this here, then I'll paste it here. So you can also name your form. Let's say this is the contact form. So this is the contact form here. So now we have this here. The next step is to style this form very well. So in order to style this form, we need to come to this style tab here. Then we need to scroll down, then click on this space. Then for the text color, leave it as this. Then for the background color, click on this. Then scroll down, they'll set it to be this. So you can see here. Then for the border width, I don't think we need any border there. So you can see this effect there. Okay. Now when you come to this space here, for the button, we'll come to this space, we'll click on it. Now for the background color, we'll click on this. They'll scroll down. Then this is the color we're looking for here. Then when they hover, then we'll come here, we'll click on this. They'll click on this. So here you can see when they hover, it will give them this effect here. So the next step is to come back to this. Okay, here, this typography. So click on normal here. Then for this button text here, this send here. So I can just come here, then click on transform. Then send it to be uppercase, right? To be uppercase here. Then now I want to show you something. When you come back here to the content here, if you want to change the text of this button here, you can see it here. Here where we have send, I can just put send now. So you can put anything you wish to put there. Then after somebody fills this form, you need to create an action. So what do you want to be the action? Do you want to collect that's the submission detail, which is the data they submitted here? Or do you want, after submitting, you want to send this data now to to your email, so that as soon as they fill this form, you want to get the email that, okay, somebody has filled a form on your site. So if you want to do that, you can just, that's for the email. You can just click on this plus button here. Then you can select what you want there. So if you're using an email marketing software like GetResponse, ActiveCampaign, Namecheap, all those things, you can select which one you want. So if you're using GetResponse, you select this. Then to bring up this GetResponse panel here. So you add your API key and rest of them. But don't worry, this will be in another video. I'll show you how to connect your Elementor forms and your lead generation forms to GetResponse or other email marketing software, so that you can collect leads if you want to collect leads on your blog there. But in this case, we'll come back to these actions after submitted. We'll remove GetResponse. So here where we have email, so you can just click on email here. So after they fill this form, we want this form now to send the data of what they filled to this email, which is my email here. Then we can set the subject. You can type anything you want here to be the subject. Just leave this one as all fields. So here, what do you want the from name to be? So you can set it to be the website name, so you know where this data comes from, so that if somebody fills this form, okay, if you see it in your inbox, it will be like, okay, came from my website, which is this here, this name. Then you can also put your email, so you can copy this email here, then put it here. So that is all you need to do there. Then if you want all this data to show, which is metadata, like the date they filled the form, the time, which page they are on before filling. So in this case, it's contact page, so it will show the page URL, so you know the exact page that they filled the form on. So you see the user agent, like what kind of device did they use. You see their IP, and also credit is just like, okay, powered by Elementor. So if you want all that, you can leave that there. Then for this collection of submission, I'll show you this now. So here, when they fill this form now, let me just go back to the WordPress dashboard. So when they fill this form now, when you go back to your WordPress dashboard, when you go to Elementor submissions, when I click on it, so here you see the list of like form submissions now. When they fill the form, you see the list here, everything you see. Don't worry, I'm going to demonstrate it so that you can see it, but just know that for now. So here, this is it here. We've created this form here. We've added the functions we want there. So in this case, let's say we don't want to send it to our email, or let me just do it so I can also demonstrate it for you. So let me just copy this here. Then let me paste it here. Then, okay. So I remove this here so it doesn't look ugly. So the website is okay. So this is okay here. So once we have this, then we can go down. Okay, so here what we can do then is to add another column. So what we want to do, we want to add, we have this main column, which is this container. Then we have this one here, which is this inner column we added here. So what we want to do, we want to add another inner column inside this main container. So we can add unlimited inner column inside a single container, which is the main container. So we can add unlimited. So here I can just add another one here, but it is going to stay beneath the initial one. So this is the first inner column here. So it is going to stay just like you're stacking things. You're putting one book on top of another book. You can do that there, that effect there. So here you can see this one is down here. Now what we want to do, we want to duplicate it to create 3 columns here. So we have 3 columns here. So click on this place here. They'll come back here. Then I'll check this box here. Then I'll click on 20. Then 20 because I want to add some spacing here to the bottom here on this, so that this one doesn't touch this new one we created here. So next thing I can do here is to click on here, this bar here. Then click on heading here. Put this text here. So what I can do, I can just put this follow us on social media. Then I can center it to the middle here. Then I can just come to our header. Remember our header. If you want to get to the header, I've already showed you. So you can just copy this social media icon here. I'll just copy it. Then here, I'll just paste it inside here. This same inner column here. So here you see it's within the same inner column here. So I just pasted the social media link so that if they want to follow us on social media, they can also do that. Then the next step is to add a new section. So just click on add new. So we've added this section here. So once you add the inner section, you just need to click on edit here, then click on style here, then click on background to add the background color. So this is the background color we're going to use. Then for the height here, you can see the height. We want to adjust the height. So we'll put it as mean height. It will set to be 500. So you can see how big now the height is now. So the next thing we need to do is to click on this bar here, then type Google Map. So this is what we want here. We want to add a map there. So just put this here. Then for the height here, we'll just set it to be 500 too. So you can see we've done this now. So this is all okay here. So here we can come down here. Click on this section. You can see edit section. The section holding this map here. Click on it, edit section. So click on advanced here. We uncheck this box here. They'll click on bottom, put 50 there so that there will be enough space here. When I close, let me just show you very well. So you see there's enough space here to the bottom here. So you've seen the footer here. We've created this footer. So you see how to create the footer now. So I will just close this now. So here we're almost done with the contact page. But what we can do is to set the responsive mode so that it's responsive on both tablet and mobile. So I'll click on this. Let's check it out on tablet. So I think it is okay on tablet. Let me just see very well. Okay, everything is okay on tablet. So let's see mobile. So you see the text here is very big on mobile. So what we can do is just click on here. Then that's the text here. Just click on this pencil here. Then you can see heading text. Just come here. Then type, let's say 35. Let's see 35. So you see 35 is okay. So I think every other thing is set here. So what we can do, just click on this place here. Then click on advanced here. So here we'll add 30. To the right to add 30, to the left to add 30. Then we'll do the same for the form. We'll click on this space here. Now where we have 50, 50, 50, we'll just uncheck it here. Then click on 30, 30, 30, so that to add enough space here, so it's not kind of compressed there. Then we'll scroll down. So you see everything is okay here. Then we'll click on this and click on this. Then what we can do is click on update. So now you see we've updated it. So let us just preview it. Let's see how it looks like. So now you can see the contact page now, our header, this banner section, our form here, then social media, our map here, and our footer. So you've learned how to build the contact page of your blog now. So let's go back to our document. Then we'll try this out. You're done with this. So the next step is building the about page. So to build the about page, you just close this. Close this. Then you come back here. Then what you're going to do is to go to pages again here. Then click on all pages. Now once you're here, then remember you click on edit here. So I like opening it in a new tab. Then once you're here now, you click on default template, then click on Elementor full width here, update. Then once you've updated the page, you click on edit with Elementor. Now same with the contact page, you'll be brought to this page here. On this page, you create a new section. Now here, I'll put the mean height to be 700 or 400. Okay, here for the advanced here, then I'll come here, I'll put 70 here. Then I'll put 70 here. So you see how big and wide it is now. Then I'll come to the style here. Then I'll click on background here. I want to add an image, just like the contact page. I'll click on upload. Select files. So here, this is the about page. So what I can just do is I can just select all these files so I can upload it in bulk. So once it's uploaded, I can just select the banner image here. This is the banner image I want to use. Then I click on this insert. Then once it's inserted, I can just come to background overlay. Click on background here. Then come to this place. This is the color I need here. Then 0.62. This is what I need here. So I think I'm done with this section here. So same thing with the contact page. Just come to this space. Click on inner section. Drag it into this space. So delete this one here. Then come here, you drag your heading text into this box here. You center it to this place here. Then you put your text there. So remember this break code here to push it to the new line here. Then I'll come to this space. I'll change the color of the text to white. Then I'll change the font to be 46. Then I think 700 will be okay. 700. You can still try 600. So 600. Let's keep it at 600. Then I think I'm okay with this. Okay, I'm okay with this here, this section here. So I can just scroll down, click on this, add new section. So on this section here, I'll just come here, I'll just click on here. Then I'll add the bottom to be 80 here. Then I'll come to the style here. Click on background type, set the background color. So I'll set the background color to be this. Then I'll drag my inner section into this box here. Then what I can do next, I can drag my image into this box here. So this is my image here. So once I do that, I can just select the image I want to do. So this is the image I want to add there. I'll click on this. Now this is it here. So I can just click on this bar here, this place here, this for this inner section, this specific bar, just click on it. Then come to advanced, uncheck this value here. Then what I want to do is -8. So to send it up here. So once I do that, then I click on the bar still. Then I come to style here. Click on background type. Set the background to be white. So to add this white color here. Then the background border, first of all, you come here, you put it as 10. So to add this round edge color effect there. Then here I'll put here to be 63. Then I'll put here to be 7. Then I'll come to this place, change the color. Then I click out of it. So the next thing I can do here is to click on this image here. Then come to advanced here. Then add the to be 20. So you see I add the 20 everywhere. So you just shifted this image like so. This image section is okay. The next thing I can do is to click on this place here. Drag my heading text into this other section here, which is this column here, into this other column here. Then I can click on this edit column here, this for this specific column now. Then come to the advanced here, uncheck this value here. I'll put this place to be 200. Then I'll come here, 50, 50, then 50. So here I'll change the size of this text here to be, let's say 35. Let's see, 35 will work. So let's maybe that's 40. So this one is okay, 40, or I can also change it to be 45. Let's leave it as 45. Okay, so I'll just add my text here. Remember this break. So you see, you just break the text there to the next line. Then I'll come down to this place, go back to the typography here. I want to set the weight to be 600, so it's kind of thick. So this is okay for me. Then the next thing I can do is to drag my text editor into this place here, into this column here, remember. So this is just like saying some info about you, the blogger. So I'll just put this here. So here I'll just add my text here. So this is text I want to add here. So I think this section is okay here. Then what we can do next is to duplicate this. Let's just duplicate it. So once we duplicate it, I'll click on this place. Then I'll shift it. Just drag it to this place. So once you drag it to this place, it will be like this here. It will move this one to this place and this one to this place. So here, what I can then do after shifting it to this other side, I can just click on this place here. Then come to this place. Set the top to be 150. Then the bottom to be 8. So this is okay for me. Next, I'll just change this image here. So I'll change it to this one here. Then I'll change my text here, so you can just type in your text there. Then what I can do next is to add a button. So I want to add a call to action button. Gosh. So this is the button I want to add here. So I can just put then here I can link it to the contact page. So when they click on it to take them somewhere. So this is just how to set an action for a button. So if they click on it to take them somewhere. So this is it here. Then I'll style this button very. Let me style the button very, because when we hover now you can see this black text here. So here for the button, I'll just come to this place, background color, under background type. I'll set it to be this color. Let's see. Then the text color should be, let's see, this one. No. This one, okay. Can do still do something creative. So let's just use the background, change the background color. So the background color, change this color. Okay. So for the text color, let's change text color to white. Okay. So for the radius, we just remove this. So it will have that sharp radius there, no round edge there in the bottom. Then let's increase the size of the text there. So we'll put it as 18. So let's transform it to uppercase. Okay, or let's use it a bit. 16 is okay. Okay, so when they hover, so what do we want to happen there? So we want the background color to change to this color. Okay. So it's okay now. We just do this now. So the next thing is add a new section here. So in this section here, we'll just click on this place here, the background. So change the background color to be the same. Put this color here. Then we'll drag our inner section. So here we'll duplicate it to 3. Then add your heading text here. Then put your text. So what you can do then, I can come back here for the typography 22. Then I can come back to content, align it to the center. So you see it's in the center now. Then what we can do again is to duplicate this section here. So this inner section, we can duplicate it. So if we duplicate it, I can remove this one here. So I can just delete it. So we have this one in the bottom here. So once we do that, next thing is to add our card there. So there's a card we want to add it. So we'll just type info box. So this is what we want to add. So just drag it into this place here. By default, this is what it look like. So I'll just remove the icon, set the icon to be none. Then for the info content, I'll just remove this here. We don't want to, just want only this thing here. So once we do that, then we'll come to this style tab here. First of all, we'll come to this place here for the padding. We'll check there, we'll put it as 50. Then we'll come here, put this one as 50. Then you come back to this place here for the background color. So we'll come to this advanced here. Then I'll scroll down, then click on background color here. Then set the background color to be white. So you can see this white color here now. Then once I'm done with that, I'll scroll down, click on the border here. Then for the border radius, put it as 10 so that it will have that round edge here. Then come here, set it to be 63. Then set here to be 7. Now you can see this effect here. Then I can change the shadow color to this. And you can see what we have here now. So I can then scroll down, click on style here, or sorry, here. So I'll come to this place here, then change this text here to be travel. Then I'll come back here. Then I'll change it to be this. Then when they hover around it, change it to be this. So you can see that hover effect there. So what we can do after having this now, we can then duplicate it. You can either copy, then paste it here. So we can do this. Then what we can do is to change the categories that are there. So if you can also do this now. Let's say for instance, okay, when they click on this page, you want to send them somewhere, you can then come back to content after clicking on this. They'll come to this info box clickable. So just click on this here. So here we can just add the link here. So you can add the link, you know that your category link, you can copy it and put it here. So once you do that, if they click on it, it will take them to the page where you want to take them to. So here I'll just remove this for now. So here what I can then do, when I click on this one here, I can come here. Let's say I want to increase the size. Let's say I want to increase it to 18 or 20. Let's say 22. So 22 is okay. So what I can do, I can just copy this. Then I can paste it here. The style, paste style. So you see to increase the fonts there. So paste style to again. So here I can just change this one now. I click on this, change the title to lifestyle. Then come here, change this one to culture. Then once I'm done with this, I can click on this space, then add some padding to the bottom. So to add this spacing here now here. So the next step now is to create a new section. So just create a new section. So the section we want to build now is that lead generation section where we see that ebook that you can download there. So that's the kind of section we want to create. So here, I'll just come here, I'll edit it, I'll put 70 here. Then for the bottom, I'll put it as 50. Then once you're done with that, then I'll come here, click on the background color, click on here. So let's see the background color I want to add here. Let's see. Oh, this color is too much. Let's see this color. Okay, so this color is okay. So what we can do then is to add our inner section. So the inner section is going to be 2 sections there. So in this section here, what I'm going to do is to drag this image into here, this image widget. Then I can bring my ebook photo into this image here. So I can just click on upload. So the ebook, let's see where the ebook file is. So this is it, I think so. So let me just find the edited file. I think I edited that image. So what I can then do, I can just look for the image. So this is the image here, I'll just select it. Okay, so this is the blog image. So then I'll just click on insert media. Now you can see the image here. So this is the image. So I'll just remove this here. Oh. I don't know if it's it. Okay, so what I can then do, I can just click on this place here, click here. So I can just reduce the size to 84. So I think this is okay here. So then I can drag in my text here, my heading text. So here I head to. So I'll just paste my text inside it. Okay, so this is it here. So I'll just paste it here. Then I'll increase the size to 50. Then I'll change the boldness to 600. Okay. Then I'll just drag this text editor into this space to give some, more info about the item itself. Then the next thing is to put our button. So, but you know, we've already created the button before. So what we can do, we can go to our contact page. Sorry, we've already, okay, this is the button here. So we can just copy this button. Just copy. Then come to this space. Then paste this button here. So this is the button here. So what we need to do, we can still leave it like it looks good like this too. So it looks good. Maybe we can change the hover effect. So let's go back to this space here for the button, then the hover. So we can change it to something. So we change it to this. So this is okay. So this is for the button. Now what you want to do, add a kind of nice effect at the bottom here. They call that in shape divider. So what you can do, just click on this place here, which is the section, the main section itself. Then come down here where we have shape divider. So we'll click on bottom because we want to add it to the bottom here. Then we'll click on type. Then I want to click on tilt. So here, this one here. Then for the color there, we want to change it to this color. So this is the color we want to change it to. Now for the height, we'll change the height to 134. So this is the height there. So when we close this now, so you see that nice effect there. You can see this is it here. See how beautiful it is now with the footer here. Okay, so you see now we are done with the about page. So let's see how it looks like. So this is how the about page looks like currently. So let's work on the responsiveness now. We can just click on responsive mode first for tablets. So you can see the text doesn't look good here. So what I can then do, I can just reduce it, let's say 35. So it looks good like 35 like this. Then I can do something here. I can then remove this, you know, the margin we added there. So let me just remove it. Let me see if it's going to be okay. So once I do that, then I'll click on this main section here. Then come to advanced here. Then remove this. Then click on 50. Then 50 to the bottom. So here, this 200 here, we'll just remove it. So you put, let's say 50 here, 50 here, and 50 here. Then we'll add another 50 here. So to just take it down a bit, or we can increase it to 70. No, let's leave it as 50. So 50 is okay here. So we can do the same to the bottom here. Remove this. So set it to be 50, 50. Then remove this to 50. So let's just put as 50 or 3. Okay. So here we remove this. So we removed it now. Now you can see all those ones look good. You know, this footer here. Okay, so what we can just click on this text here, then click on this, then click on here, just unlink it, then click on -30. Okay, so let's reduce the font size here. So the font size here will be 35. Let's see 30. 30 is okay. So let's see 30 here too. I think 30 is okay here too. So these sections are okay. Then we reduce this one too. This one doesn't look good. So we'll leave it at, let's say 35. Then for the that shape divider we added, I'll click on the main container there, which is the section. Then come to shape divider. Then on the bottom here, I'll just reduce it. So now you can see it's now okay. So when we go here, now you can see the page for the about page for tablets is now okay. Then we'll go for mobile. So when we scroll, so here we'll just reduce this to 35. Then come here. Let's reduce the padding there. Okay, so like this is okay, or we can just add, let's say we just add 50. Or we can remove it altogether. Let's just remove it. So here I think this is okay, but spacing here is too much from the bottom, so just need this to just add 50 here. So we can do the same here. So I'll come here, I'll uncheck this. For this case, I'll just add 50 to the top. So if you still want to maybe edit this, you can just check this, then maybe check it again, then put 30. So 30 is okay there. Then we can do the same here. So 30 is okay here too. So this one is okay, this one is okay, this one is okay, this one is okay. Maybe for this now, we can just add some spacing here. So I think we're done with. So here, once you're done with all this, now you can just click on update. So this is just how to design a very responsive blog. Now, once you're done with that, then we can preview it. So there's an effect I would like us to also add here. So here now, where we have this book here, I want this book to just like come down into this section here. So what we can do, you can just come here, click on the book here, then click on here, then let's see, -50. Okay, so -50 is okay. So let's see. So now you can see this effect here. So let's see how it looks. I think this is good. So let's see if we can just maybe reduce the tilt again. So let's just go here, come here. So let's see. Let's close it again. I think this is better. So yeah, just save. Now when you look at the page now, so we can just scroll. Now you see this page looks better now. So if they click on this page, now you can take them somewhere, maybe to your lead generation page, which will be this ebook page, this free ebook page. So to set it to be that free ebook page, you can just come back. So once you come back, you just come to this button here. Then you can change the text of the button. So let's say download now. So just type download now. Then you can set it to be free book page. So when they click on it, to take them to the free book page, they can add their name and email in order to download your free guide. Then you can click on update. So it updates it over to this side here. So now we've learned how to build the about page. If you're finding value, don't forget to subscribe so you receive notification faster when we upload the next video. So this is the about page. You learned how to build the about page. Let's just go back to our documents. So you're progressing. Now the next thing is the blog page. So we'll learn how to build the blog page now. So I'll just close this and close this. Then I'll leave this about page for the meantime because there are some sections which you're going to use here, so I don't want to close this here. Now, once you're back into your WordPress dashboard, we want to build the blog page. So to build the blog page, same process, just click on edit here. Then default Elementor template, so just change to full width, then update. Then edit with Elementor. Okay. So once the page loads now, you'll be brought to this blank page. You're already familiar with this page now. So I want to show you another design trick now. This is a bonus now. So in order for you to be able to build websites or blog faster, there are some blocks or maybe sections you've already built previously in your other pages that you still need to, let's say you want to use those same blocks and pages or structure in any of your new page. So you don't have to go through the process of creating it again. So you can just copy and paste that section, maybe do some minor changes to it to make it fit the current page which you're working on right now. So what you're going to do is you're going to copy a section from the contact page and paste on this page and also on the about page. So let me just show you how we're going to do it. First of all, when we go to this about page, so I'm going to come down to this place here. Then we need this section here. So what I'm going to do, I can just copy here, copy. Then I'll come to the blog page, then I'll just paste. So you see, we've gotten this section. We don't need to redesign it again. Now, what we can do next is to click on this place here. So when we click on this page, then I can just come to this contact page. Let me just do a refresh here. So when I do a refresh, now you can see edit with Elementor, because we've already edited this page or viewed this page with Elementor. That's why you're seeing this thing. For this freebook page, you can see we can't see because we've not edited this one yet. Same thing with the home page. But we want to pick something from the contact page. So what we can do is edit with Elementor from here. Okay, so what I want to pick from here is this section here, this banner section here. So what I can then do, same thing, copy. Then come back to this page, then paste it here. So once I paste it here, what I can do next is to change the image in the background here. So to change the image there, I'll just click on this section here, then come to style here. Then this is the image, I'll change it. So this is the image I want to change it to. So then what I can then do, I can position it to the center here. So this is it here. Then I don't want this image to repeat, because as you can see here, this is one of the image. This is a duplicate of the image. Same thing with this one, because you can see this line here. So, but I don't want it to repeat itself, so I can just click on this, no repeat. Now you can see those ones are out now. So what I can do is for size, then I can click on cover. Now you can see it's just one single image that is kind of stretched out. So here I can then paste my text here. So I just paste my text here. So remember this break function here. So to break it to the new line. Now, once I have this section and this section designed already and added to this side, then I can click on this plus so that I can keep adding more sections. So the next section I want to add is this. So I can just add this section here. Then here I can put the top padding to be 50, the bottom padding to be 50. Then what I can then do is set the background color. So to set the background color, I'll come to the background here. Remember our background color, so set the background color to be this. Now, next thing is to add our column, our inner section. So I'll add this inner section. So what I want to do here is I want to create like two sections. So like the section holding the blog post and the one holding the like a kind of sidebar there. So the dimensions I want to use for here is I'll come into this edit column here. I want to set the width of this one to be 70 because this is the main column here. This is just for the about. So here this one will be 30. So you can see 70, 30. So the next thing I can do here is to click on this space here, then click on just type post here. So once you type post here, you just need to see this element you're seeing here, just drag it into this space here. Now, as you can see, we already have only one post now. So what I'll just do, I'll just pause the video, go ahead to add the rest of the post so that then I can come back to show you how it looks like. Okay, so I just went ahead to add this blog post here. So you can see them now. They are now appearing here now. So what we want to do, we want to configure this section now. So what I want here is I want 3 posts per row. So I want only 3 posts to display here, then the next 3 posts below. So what I can then do is I can just click on this space, post per page, I'll put it at 6. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 pages there. 6 posts on this page here. So then I can come to layout here. Then the column there, I want to change it to be 3. So you can see it. Okay, so here it is. See how the thing is displayed now. It's not okay. Why? Because of this layout here. So I want to change it to be grid. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's now kind of side by side now. So the next thing I want to do here is to set the image ratio to be 1.66. So you know 1.66, so it to be 0.66. So let's see. So this is it here. Then here I'll just enable here image ratio. So you can see the image now so that it will be the same height there. That's why I did this. So here I don't want these things here to display here, so I'll just find them. So I'll remove the Excel for here. Then I'll remove this avatar. I'll remove this one. I'll remove this one. Then I'll remove this show meta. I don't need all those there. So you can see everything is kind of okay here. Everything's okay here now. So you just remember for me to just change the display there. So then I'll come to this space here, click on style here. So on this style here, I'll click on box shadow here. Box shadow. Then I'll place this here. So here I'll put 63. Then I'll put 7 here. So you can see it here now. Then the next thing is thumbnail style, nothing. So color typography here, space here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the title color to be this color here. So this is the title color. Then the hover should be this color. So let's see. Okay, so you see now the hover is that now. Or I'll change it to this one here. Let me just change it to this. Okay, so you can see now. Then for the size there, I'll put it as 22. Then I'll align it to the left here. So that's for that. You're not using this except, so no need to do anything here. Then for the read more button, so here I'll just get this color. This is the color for the read more button. Then the typography, I'll change it to be 16, so it's kind of smaller. So now you can see everything is okay and ready to go. Now for this image hover, now when you hover around this image, you see this dark color that is showing here. So what I can then do to change this dark color is to come to hover style here. Then I can just come here, background color. So I'll just click on this here, then change it to this color here. So you see when you hover, so you can see it there. If you want to also change the icon, this icon that is showing here, you can then choose the icon library. Then find the icon you wish to change it to. So you can just type, if you're looking for a specific icon, you can type this here. Then you can choose the icon you want to change it to here. Okay, so that's just this here. Then let me click on this again. Let me see if there's something to do here again. So if you want to sort there, you can sort them by ascending or descending, anyhow you wish to sort them. So if you want to sort them this way, no problem, you can sort them that way. If you want to sort them by date, you can do. If you want to sort them by random, you can also do all those. So depending on how you want to sort yours. So now once you're done with this, the next thing is to build the about here, which is this section here. Okay, so on this section here, what you can do, click on this edit here, then come to this space, unlink this margin here, then put 50 here, 50 here, and 50 here. So it will create that margin effect there. So the next thing you want to do is to come here, then take your heading text into this box here. Then I'll just paste this heading text here, then I'll reduce it. Then I'll reduce it to 22, let's see. Then I'll click on center here. So the next thing I'll do here is to drag this image into this box here. Then I'll select the image I want to use there. So you can just select your head image if you have it. So this is the image I wish to use. Then I'll come to this place. If I have radius, I'll just put it as 100. So it will create that round effect on that image there. Then what I can do next is come to this place where we have box shadow. Then 63, 7. Then I'll change the color there to this. So you can see, so here this about me. I can also make the font a little bit bold if I wish to. So this is just choice. So let's say 600. Let's see. Okay. So this is it here. Then you can add maybe your name. You can either duplicate this. So you can duplicate this here. Then drag it to the bottom here. Then maybe reduce it a bit more. So let's say 18. So here I'll just add my name there. Then maybe you can add a little bit info about yourself. So I'll just add this here. I'll reduce this to this. Then I'll align it to the center. Then I'll change the font color. So I'll change the font color to be what it was before. So this is it here. Then maybe just reduce the font to 16 or 18 is okay. Just leave it as 18. So this is what it is. There may be small info about yourself there. Then remember your social media, to add your social media link if you wish to. So here, this is our contact page. So I'll just come here, I'll just copy the social media icon because I don't want to recreate it again. Then what I can do, I can just paste it here. So there's something I want to show you now. Let's say for instance now, okay, you're done, because right now you're done building this page now, but we want to add some life to it. So what we can do, we can add some motion effects to it. So let's say, for instance, now this text, if you want to add animation, so you can do this for all the pages of your website. So here, this text, and I click on it now. When I go down here, where you have motion effects here, click on it. Now you can set the effect you want there. So let's say, for instance, you want it to fade up there. You want it to fade down. So depending on how you want it to appear. So let me just do some motion effect here. So for every other page, depending on how you want it, you can customize your motion effect the way you want it to be. So let's say to fade from up here, so to come from here, so that is okay. Now here, I can do the same here. So you can just do the same effect for each of the text and images. Maybe if you want such, you can do that. So let me just do it here, so I don't have to repeat it every time, making this video to be much longer. So you can add it to come from any side. So let's say maybe I want it to come, this one to come from the you know, so you see it's coming from there. So you can set it to come from left or right too. So motion effect. There you can set it to come from right. You see it's coming from there, but I don't think that is okay. So I'll just set it to come from up. Let's just do this. Then for social media, so you can do the same thing here. So you can do the same thing there, but let me just change this one so everything comes from the same place. So once I'm done with this now, let me just come to this place now and do something here. I can also show you another trick that you can also do. So here, let's see, this comes from the left. Let's see. Okay. So here, this one comes from the same place. So the button comes from the same place. So this book comes from the right now. So this is what you can do now. You can copy this now. Copy. So this is your about page now. When you come to this page, you just paste it. So what's going to happen? Let's see. So you see, to add that effect there when you paste the style there. So if I come back here now, copy this one too. Copy. Then I come to this place, I paste it again. Then the first one didn't work, then I paste it again. So you see, to add the style there. So I can do this for. So this alone is going to save a lot of time. Going back and forth, the setting it again, so you can just paste. So this one works. So here then I can do the same for the book. So I can just copy, come here and paste it. So you see, so let me paste it again. So this is just how to do it. Then once you're done with this, you save this page. Make sure you save this page. Then you come back, you save this page too. So what we can do now is check for responsiveness. So when I click on here, then I come to tablet first. Let's see. So for tablet, I think this is okay. Or maybe we can just reduce the size of the font a bit. So let's see, 35. Let's see, 35 is okay. So this one is okay, but this section is not okay. So what we can do is just click on this space here. Then maybe set it to 20. Set it to 20. Then set this space to 20. So you see, it's much better now. Then this one is okay here because we've already designed it before. So when we come to mobile now, then for the font here, maybe we can change this to 35 or 30. Okay, don't worry, 35 is okay. You know why? Because we copied this from the contact page to this page, so 35 is okay there. So no need to change that again. Okay, so here everything is okay. You can see everything looks very well mobile too. So we click on update. So let's preview the page. Okay, now you see how your blog page looks like. You see how beautiful it is now. So if you have more pages, they'll keep showing up here. So you see those animations. So you see those animations working now. Now we're done with this page. So we'll go to the single post page. So we'll go to the single post page now. So now in order to start building that page, what you need to do is to come back to your WordPress dashboard. And on this dashboard, just come to these templates here. Then click on add new. Now, in this case, you just click on select here. What you're selecting now is single post, not header, not footer, single post. So just click on it. So with this you can only do this if you're also using Elementor Pro. You can't do it with the free version. So that's why I said you still need to get the Elementor Pro, because it's a handy tool that you can use to design powerful websites and blog without having to pay for other tools or extensions. So you click on create template. Okay, so once the page loads now, you can see here, see the different templates. If you're using Elementor Pro, you don't need, and maybe you don't have time to start designing from scratch, you can either pick one of these templates. See how beautiful they are already. So you can pick either of them there. So you can choose the one you want. You can see this one too. So you can choose the one you want here. So but in this case, we're going to build from scratch. So you can just click on insert for anyone there, but we're going to build from scratch here. So in order to build from scratch, we just click on here. We'll just click on add section. So here I'll just add 50 to the top, 50 to the bottom, or 70. Let's leave that 70. So 70 top, 70 bottom. So we're going to set the background color there. So the background color is going to be okay. So for the background color, we'll just click on this here. So this is the background color we're going to use. Then we'll come back to layout here. Then for the width, we set it at 900. So this is the width here. So what we need to do now is to click on this bar here. Then we'll see this in a single. So this thing, all these widgets you see here is related to a single product page. So all these widgets you're seeing here is related to a single post page. And you're seeing this because we have the Elementor Pro page builder plugin installed. Okay, so what we want to drag into the elements which we want to drag into this space now is this one, which is the post title. This is the one we need here. So just drag it here. So you can see now it has automatically populated one of the posts there. So this is a dynamic element here. That's why you're seeing that there. So now I click on this here. Then the next thing I want to do is come here, click on, then you can see the color. Now I change the font color there. So for the text, if you need to change it there, you can change it. So I choose 45 here. So this is the text I need there. So I think everything is okay here right now. Then the next step is to click on add new section. So you just add new section here. So one thing we can also do is, if you come back to the blog page here, remember, if you don't close it, you come back here, you can just click on this place, copy, then come back to this place. I'll just delete this one. Then I can just paste it. Sorry, I did a mistake here. So I come here, click on copy, then I come here, I paste. Let's see. Why is it not pasting? Okay, so I come here, I copy, then I come here, I paste. Okay, so the next thing we can do here is just click on this place here, then click on this element here. So what we can then do is come here, click on 50 here for the top, 50 for the bottom. Now we're going to change the background color to be our background color, which is this color here. Then the next thing, we'll add our inner section. So just scroll down, find inner section there, drag it into this space. Then the next thing, we set this one to be 70 and this one will be 30. So here, what I can then do is I can just scroll down here, drag this text into this space. So well, let me just do my settings first. So I'll uncheck this place here, then right and bottom. So this is what I need here. Then for my text here, then I'll set it to the center here. Then click on heading text here, then come here, type 22 here, then 600. Then I'll come here, scroll down, drag this image here. Let me just delete this. Then I do it again. Then I come here, I just drag it into this place here. So here I select the same image, which is, let's say, the photo of my hair, just like a headshot. Then box shadow 63 7. So here I'll just use the color here. Now for the radius 100. Then next thing there is to copy this one here. Let's see if I can paste it here. Okay, so here I'll put my name here. But I don't know why mine is not working, but you can just copy from the blog page and paste it here. So, but let me just come here. Sometimes WordPress might be crazy. So here, then I come here, click on this place here, then scroll down, find the text editor. Then I'll paste it below this one here, then delete this section here of this text. To come here, center it like to the center. So this is okay here. Then, so here I can just copy my social media here. Then come to this place, then paste it here. So this is for the social media if they want to follow me on social media. So one thing again I can do, I can just copy this place here. Just copy, then come below this place and paste. So here I'll just align. Okay, let me do it like this. So here I'll just type it as recent post. So I'll just increase the font size here. So let's say 25. Then I want to put this post. So this is what I want to do. Drag it into this space here. Then classic. So columns here, I want to put it 1. So this is what I want to do. Then for the image width, I want to reduce it here. So once you reduce the image width here, so it will reduce the image there. Then I'll remove the meta. I don't need all this information. Yeah, I don't need this except. So you see what I'm left with. Okay, so I'll just set the position to be left here so you can see this thing here. So then what I can do next is I can reduce the image even further. So let's see, I'll just leave it as 23 is okay. So 23 is okay here. Then I can click on this place here. You can see the style here. So when I click on style, then I can come to content here. Then for the title, this is the title here, this title here. So this is the title here. So the title itself doesn't need too much to be done there because everything's almost okay. But for the read more, let me just do something so I can differentiate it very well. So the read more, I'll just put it as this color here. Then, so that's for the read more there. So the color is the color stands out. Okay, so once this is done for the title, let me just increase the title to 25. Let's see. 25 is too much. This is 20. So 20 is okay. Okay, 20 is okay. So for here now, just put some spacing to the top. Let's say Let's put 30. So 30 is okay there. So after that, now what you need to do is you can drag an image here, for banners like affiliate marketing. If you want to promote banners on your blog page there, so readers can click on the banners to buy products and services. So I'll just select this banner here. So now if you want to link this banner to somewhere else, you can just click on this link here, then custom URL. So you just type the link. Let's say, let me just put it to a home page, but you can link it to, let's say, www.google.com. So you can just do something like that. So when they click it, to take them to Google's website, that's the search box there, the search this there. Okay, so once we're done with this section here, then the next section is to design the post page here. So this post page, this is where our post is going to be. So here, I'll just click on this edit section here, then come here, then edit column here, then come to this padding here. So I'll just type 50 here. Now for the background color, I want to give the background color to be white. So you see the background color there. Then I want to come to this place for the border, click on it, then come here. So just put these figures here. Okay. Then the next thing is come to this place here. Then what we want to do, we want to drag this featured image. So featured image is just like the image of the blog. So I'll drag this into this place here. So now you can see the image of the specific blog article here, this one, which is this now. Then after adding the featured image, the next thing I'll add is the post content, which is the actual blog post itself. So this is what the Power of Elementor does for you, the Power of Elementor Pro. So here, this is the post content itself here. Then after adding that, the next thing I want to add is kind of a divider, like a line. So here, when you scroll down, you can see here divider. So I'll just drag it into this space here. Then I'll come here, I'll set the color. So this is a custom color I'm adding here, so you can see the line here. Now the next thing is to type comment. So if you wish to add this here, you can, then this is a post comment. So you can just, you can put it here if you wish. Then what I can then do is just drag this divider line to the top of it. So here I can then give some spacing below it. So that's this divider line. I can put spacing to be 20, let's say 20 is okay. So when I close here now, let's say it looks, is okay. So I think 10, just 10 will be okay. So 10 is okay. So this is how to add the comments here. So after that, I just need to scroll down, add a new section here. So in this section here, I'll just set the background color first to our background color. So once you set the background color to be that, you just click on this, then add your, before that, I'll just come here back. Just make sure you add your spacing. So I just add it to the bottom there because there's already space there in the top there. So I don't want to add too much space there. So I'll come here and add this here. So I'll just put it, no, this is not it. So let's see, let's put recent post here. Or related, sorry, related post. This is related post. So I come here, then I put 45 here. 45 is okay, 40 is okay. So I change the font to be this. Okay. Then since we have this now, what I can then do, I can go back to this blog page now. Then I want to copy this. So just copy it. Then I come back here because I don't want to recreate it again. And then okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste, just see inside this page here, just outside this line here, this blue line and this kind of dotted line here, just click on it, right click on it, then paste. So here we have it now. What I can then do is I just want only 3 to display here. 3 or 4 is okay. So if you want, so here I just want 4 to display here. Yes, I want 4. So then I go down here. Then for the layout setting, I just want 4 here. So you see just 4 here that is displaying here. So this is okay. This is okay. So once I have this, the next thing there is I want to add that lead generation, section, so that people reading the blog post, if they want to maybe sign up for our ebook or our newsletter, they can be able to do that. So I can then go back to the blog page. I'm just showing you how to reuse sections here. So you don't have to go back and start rebuilding again. So I just copy this now, then come back here and just paste it. Now you're done with this section. You can see the animation here. So it copies both the animations. So I just save. So once we save, let's preview it. So preview. Okay, now so you can see how the blog page looks like. Very beautiful. So you can see how beautiful it is. You can see how beautiful it is. Okay, so let's just set the responsiveness. Let's just check for responsiveness to be sure everything is consistent. So I'll just scroll. Now you can see this section is not okay. So what we can do here is just, let's say, put that 20 here, 20 here, and 20 here. Then maybe for the image, let's see if we can reduce the image a bit. This is okay. For the text, this one is okay. For the social media, I think maybe 16 will be okay. So just put 16 there. Then recent post. So here I'll just come back here and do something else. So when you come back here, now you just click on content here. So for content here, image position. Okay. So the column now, come here for columns. So just click on 1. So you see, once you click on 1, it will just align it very well here. I think everything is okay there. So let's scroll down and see what's happening below here. So here I can reduce this text. This is too big. So you can reduce to 35. And then everything is okay here. This one is okay. So let's check on mobile. So let's see on mobile. So mobile, let me just edit this here. So yeah, I can just uncheck this and check it again. So I can just put that 20 here. So it will be 20 all through. Then I scroll down to the end. Then this is okay. I can just reduce the image. Then I think this is okay. Then for the related post, what can I do here for related post? Okay, so related post, let me just reduce the image very well. So let's see what's happening here. Okay, now you can see it very well here. So everything's okay here. Then next thing we can do related posts. Let's reduce this font size. 25 is okay. Okay, so when we scroll, so every other thing is okay. Now we can just update. So let's check it out again. So now you can see how beautiful this page is. So we built the home, we built the about, we built the blog and the contact page. So let's go back to our document. Let's try this out. So just remaining 2 pages now, which is the free ebook page and the home page. So let's quickly build out the free ebook page. So what you're going to do is to go back to your WordPress dashboard, then go to all pages. Now on this page, this is the page we want to work on now. So you just open it in a new tab. Now once you're here, don't forget template, full with Elementor, then update, then click on edit with Elementor. Okay, so this is the same page, blank page. So what we're going to do here now is we're going to copy some sections. So we'll go back to this place here. So this is our blog here. So we'll just copy this section here. Copy. So come back to this page and then we'll paste it here. But what we can do now is when they click on this download now, we want to shift them down the page. Instead of taking them somewhere else, we want to shift them down the page so that they can then go to the form area and fill the form. So what we can do is once we create this effect here, then so here, let's just add some effect first before we proceed. Let's just go to this space here, click here, then come to the style. Scroll down. I want to add a different design here for the shape divider. So we'll come to bottom here. So we'll click on tilt opacity. So here the opacity we want to tilt it to will be, let's see, this background color. So now you can see. Okay, now it's kind of beautiful. So what we can do next is click on this space here, add new section. So click on this. Then once we do that, then we can click on this 50. Then the bottom is 50. Then we can click on background, then click on this, then set our background color. So the next step now is to click on layout, then click on type the width here. So the width we want to use 1024. So this is the width we want. Now there's something I want us to copy. So if we go back to our, I think that was our about page. Yeah, I think that was our about page. So let's just see. Not here. Okay, so this page now, the about page. Now we can see this section. So what we can do, we don't want to redesign this section, we'll just copy it. Then come back here. Then what you can do is just paste it. Okay, so now you can see we've pasted this now into this space here. So then the next thing we can do is just bring this text, this heading text into here, which is, see here, we have a section here, which is the container. So the container is hosting this text here. Why this one is an inner section that is hosting this one here. So what we want to do to this text is align it to the center. Then we'll put the text inside here. Then we'll come to this space, make it 45 giga and the, so kind of okay. So this is okay. Then let's see if we can add some padding to the top. So just click on that inner section there, then uncheck this box and add some padding to the top. Okay, so we're done with this now. Then the next thing we want to do is to add some icons here. So to add some icons, you can just click on this one here, which says icon. So to add this icon here. So if you wish to use that icon, you can choose it. If you don't want, you can also select a new icon here. Let's see this now. So you can see you can also change the icon color. So let me just add some icon here. So okay, so once we're done with that, then we can add some text here. Now here I can just place this text here. So you're just giving them some kind of info about the book or what they are going to download. So here I can come to this space here, the style. So the icon color now, you can select what you want it to be. So if I copy that now, then I come here, copy, let's see. Then I paste style. See, to just paste the color there, I don't need to go back and start doing it again. Now you can see when I hover, you can see the effect there. So it looks very beautiful now. Okay, so the next step is to duplicate this. Let's just duplicate this section. So once we duplicate this section, what we want to do here in this case is to delete this. Then delete this. Then delete this. Okay, so what we're going to do here is set this to be 20, then this is going to be 60, then same thing here, 20. Okay, so once you're done with that, then you put your form, just type form. Remember the Elementor form widget, which is this. We'll just drag it into this place here. In this case, we just delete this message. We don't need that. We want to hide this. Okay. Now, once we do that, you can then come to this space here. Then scroll down for the field here. You click on 3317, which is this text inside here, the placeholders. Now for the border, we don't need any border there. Okay, so here we'll click on button. So for the button, we will select this, find this one. Then this is it here. So if you want to increase the font size, so let's just increase the font size of the button to 18. Then we'll set the transform to uppercase. So you can set what you need it to be inside there. Let's say we want it to be so download now. So that is what we want to be there. So what we can then do now is just type menu. Just type menu here. So here we can then drag this thing into the space here. Okay, so when we drag this thing into this space here, into this section here, why we're doing this is so that when someone clicks on this button, we don't want this button now to take, because you know from other pages it is sending the visitors or whoever they are to this page now. But now on this page now, we don't want to send them to another page. What we want to do, when they click on it, it should scroll down this page and take them to this form here so that they can enter their name and email. Then you're going to send them the form maybe on Google Drive or wherever. So here, I'll just type something here. So I'll just type free book. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy it. This is what I type here. Then I'm going to come back to this button here. Then copy this. So in this case, I'm not going to put a link here. I'm just going to put hash, then put this. So see what's going to happen. When I click on it, see, it just takes me down this page here. So this is what we want to happen here. Now, once you're done with this, you just click on update. Don't worry, you're not going to see this when you check the site. Okay, so when I click on this, then I click on responsive. Let's see for responsive mode. Let's see for here. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see if we can reduce the font. 35 is okay. Okay, all that thing is okay. So you get the same thing, 35. You can still copy and paste, but let me just type it. So 35 is okay here. So I just save. So let me check for mobile. Okay, so I scroll down. So mobile, let's see, 25. 25 will be okay here. Let me type the same thing here. So 25. But let me reduce the spacing in the top there because the spacing is too much. So let me just put it below 50. So here, you just have it here. So what you just do now, you just save. So once you save, just click on preview changes. Okay, so now you have a very beautiful landing page for your ebook. So when they enter their name and email, click on download. It will give them the ebook they want. Okay, so this is how to do it, so you don't get confused now. Now, normally, what you're going to do, because that's why I said subscribe to our channel. So when you subscribe to our channel, you get notification of our future videos. So you're going to create a video whereby when a visitor fills this form, it's going to help you capture the visitor's name and email so that you can remarket to the visitor later, so you can make more money down the line, or offer the visitor more value down the line. And at the same time, when you capture their email, it's going to then automatically, it is going to send, they call that an autoresponder, like an email, automatic email to the person. Once the name and email has been captured, going to send an automatic email to the person, giving the person the ebook, maybe a link to where the ebook is hosted, maybe on Google Drive or the rest of them, so that you can offer the visitor the ebook immediately while you get the email. So you see the value there. So what you can do in that case now, you just come to this way. You're not collecting any submission here. So you just come to action here. So you remove this here. You also remove this here. But if you want to manually give them the email, maybe when you receive their email, then you can forward them the email. Then you can leave this. But normally, this is how it is done. You set it here. Get response. So maybe get response is one of the two you're using. Maybe it might be Namecheap, might be anyone here. Maybe Active Campaign. All these are email marketing software, or Drip. So you set it there. Let's say in this case, get response. You can also set it after get response, then redirect. Let's say, for instance, if they fill this email, once they fill this email and click on download, automatically to send the name and email to get response. Then at the same time, it will then redirect the page maybe to a thank you page and tell the person, okay, thank you, your file is being downloaded, or check your email, you're going to see a mail from us telling you how to download your. So that's just how to do. You put the redirect here. So the redirect now will just have a link like let's say home. Okay, so let me just type something, maybe www.google.com/ maybe thank you, something like that. So the thank you now will be okay, telling them thank you about what I just explained now. So we don't need that here. But in our upcoming video, I'll show you these scenarios on how to do it. So you just need to subscribe to our channel to get more value from us. Okay, so this is just it here. So now when we proceed, once you're done with this, you just click on update. Remember to set your action here because no action is here. Maybe in this here, you can just put it for email now, right now. Then the form field, let's say the form here is, let's name it. This is not compulsory, but just to organize things, free book form. Let's just put it here. Then click on update. So this is how to do it. So now you've learned how to build the landing page of your ebook on your blog. So let's go back to our document. Then come here, we strike out this. So the final is building the home page of your blog. Remember the same step. If you want to build the home page of your blog, you just need to go back to your WordPress dashboard. Then on this dashboard, you have the home here. You come to pages, you see home here. So you just open it in a new tab. Now on this page, you just select full width, update, edit with Elementor. Now once this page loads, you just click on this place, then click on add column, which is section. This is your section. So here we come to this place, we click on 𝗖𝗂𝗿 here, then you type 𝗖𝗂𝗿 here. So once you do that, then you come to this place. So we want to add a background image here. So to add the background image, just come here, you can choose image, upload file. So here, this is the home page. So I'll select this image here. Then once I select the image, I'll just come here, center. Then the repeat, I'll set it to no repeat. Then cover. So that is what I want there. Then I'll come here, add inner section here. So once I add the inner section, I'll delete this one here. I just want only one there. Then this inner section, I'll set it to be 400, the width. So this is what I want here. I want 400 here. Then the next thing, come to this place, drag your heading text into this box here. Then I'll paste my text here. So I'll set it to be H1. Then I'll come to this place, click on style here, change the color to be white. Now I'll change the transform to be capitalized. Then I'll set it to be 45. Then I'll set the weight to be 600. I'll come back to content, then align it to the middle. Same thing, I'll click on this space here. Then I'll drag my text editor into this space here. This is my text. Then come here, align it to the center, change the font color to be white. Then I'll come to this section here. Then I'll come here, background overlay, click on this space, 0.66. Then I'll set it to be this color here. Okay, so I'll just edit here. Then I think let me select a better color. So let me use this one. Let's see. Okay, so this is better. So this color is better now. So what I want to do next is I want to use a section that I've already used before. So when we come back to our blog page, we've designed the blog page. I can just come there, just copy this entire section. So just copy. Then come to the home page and just paste it. So you can see now we've quickly designed this area here. So the next thing I just want to do here is to just add this heading text here because I want to give the section a heading. So here I'll just put it as latest post. Then maybe change it to be 40, okay, or 35. Let's see. 35 is okay, so I'll change the width to be 500. Let's see. 600 would be better. Let me just see if that's 500. Okay, so we have this one here, we have this one here. Okay, so once we have this now, then the next thing I can do, I can go back to the about page. Remember our about page we built this section, so I can just come here, copy this section here, come back here. So we just reusing elements that we built previously before. So I'll just come here, just maybe change the color, the background color, because I don't want it to be the same. So I can change it to this color here, so you can see. So maybe I can add some top heading here, 50. Okay, so once we have that there, we can just duplicate this section. So I want to duplicate this section again, so I'll just copy, then come here, paste it. Okay, so once I paste this here, all I'll just do is just change the text here. So this one is for popular categories. Then I'll duplicate this. Once I duplicate this, I'll configure this one now to just show one post per page. Then the layout, I'll come here, I'll select one, so you can see this large banner here. Then I'll click on this here, so you can see this load more button. So if you click on load more, it will load more and more and more and more posts there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the style here, so I can edit the load more button, the color. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for here, this one here, load more. So I'll scroll down, I'll set the background color to be, let's see, this one, this color. Okay, so the text, then when you click on, when you hover, it will show this color here. Let's see. So for the radius, I'll just remove the radius there. I don't need any radius there. Okay, so now this is okay here. Then when I come here, I'll just scroll down. So for this section here, I'll just configure it here. So this section, I just want the layout to be 2 columns. I don't want 3 there, so I'll set it 2. So you see it to be 2 here, so you can see 2. Then for this section here, we'll come back to the about, copy this our banner, this our lead generation section. Come back to the home. We'll come back to the home page here. Then I'll just paste it here. So we're almost done with the home page within how many minutes now? Just few minutes. So what we can then do is come to this space here, this sidebar here. So for the sidebar, I'll just come here, paste this here, because we already have the about me up there. Okay, so here, trending categories. So I'll just reduce the text a bit, let's see, 20. Then I'll just turn this into an image. So I'll just click on this. So this is the banner image I want to use. So I'll remove it from being circular. Okay, so next I'll just list. So I'll come here, I'll just paste this here, delete this and this. So for this now, just delete the icon. So you can just type fashion, just type any kind of category this you want to type here. So I'll just duplicate them. Remember, you need to link these things to the categories. So you can add as many as you want here. Then I can just come down here, line to the left. Then for the text here, you can set the text color to be maybe the same color, but when you over color should be this color. Okay, so this is okay here. Then this is for banner. If you want to add banner to make more money, just load up the single post page redesigned, because I want to use the section here. So the section I want to use here is this one here. So I can just copy this section here, then go back to our home page. Then I'll just do it here. Then I'll delete this. Then I'll delete this. Then I'll just paste it here. Then I'll copy this one too. Then I'll paste it here. What I can then do, I can just scroll down, then watch. Let's see if I can paste it up here. So I need to do something here. Okay. So let me just delete this. I can recreate it. So once I do that, then I can just scroll here, then add this heading text there. Since I can add it that way, I can just paste my text here, trending post, so center it. Then here I'll put it to be 20. Then the weight will be 600. Then I'll add the padding to the top there so that the space So once I do that, I think we're almost done now. So let me just check everything. So let's just check for responsiveness before we say we are done. So let me quickly check for responsiveness now. Okay, so when I scroll, this one is okay. So for the image here, let's see if I can just reduce it. Okay, so this is okay, this is okay, this is okay. So for this one, I can just come here. For the layout, just one layout there, you can see it's not okay. So this is okay here. So for this sidebar too, it is also okay. So the sidebar, let's see. Okay, so the sidebar is okay now. Okay, but for the trending category, we can always leave it like this. Okay, so we can always leave that like that. This one is also okay. So this is okay here. So let's see for mobile. So here now where you have this list here, so we can come here, we can center it. We can leave it like this. Then this is okay. This is okay. Okay, so this is okay. This is okay too. So let's just update our page. Now once we update our page, let's look at it very well. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open this website in an incognito so that we can look at the entire website we've built so far. Okay, so this is the website the blog we built so far here. As you can see, it looks so beautiful. You can see how beautiful it looks. So you can also customize it to suit your taste. So here where we click on the about page, now you can see the about page looks very professional and beautiful. When we click on the blog page, you can see how fast it is loading. See how beautiful the page is. So let's say we click on one of the posts here. So you see how beautiful this page is. Very beautiful. So we click on our ebook page. You also see how beautiful this page is. Then finally we click on our contact page. So this is just it here. Remember to add your social media links there. So just add your social media links there. So this is just how to do all this here. So let's just go back to our document. So here, this is our document. When we come here, we just check out this box here. So far, we've learned how to build the header, footer, contact page, about page, blog page, single post page, free ebook page. So let's just scroll down a bit. Okay. So here, as you can see here, these are the resources here. Don't forget to use these resources, especially you need a domain name and a hosting plan. So when you purchase a domain name and a hosting plan through this link, it helps us, create free videos like this and also offer you more value. So make sure you use this link to get your domain and hosting. Remember font pair to get your font if you're looking for font to use. You can see Canva, color palette here. You can use it to get your color palette that you can use on your site, so your site looks very beautiful. Also, remember, very important, Elementor Pro, you need to get it. So you can see the link here. I also provide all these links in the description below, including a link to this Google Drive file so that you can get it and use it for yourself if you want to. Okay, so remember, you also need Canva Pro, just in case this is not necessary, but just in case you need to get advanced logo like without background and the rest of them. So you need Canva Pro. So remember the extensions, what font and 𝗧𝗯𝗹. These things are two different extensions. One for font, if you want to see the font that your website is using, then this one if you want to pick color from your website. So if you also need the backup version of this template, that's this entire blog we've built so far. Maybe you just want to kickstart your blog so fast, you want to just go there and just customize some few things inside there, you want to use the template. I'm going to provide this as a bonus to you when you get a domain name and a hosting plan for yourself. So once you get the domain name and the hosting plan through this link here, just email it to here, just send it your receipt, just send your receipt to here to my email. So once you send your receipt to my email, then I'm going to forward that's the backup version of this to you so that you can use it and start building your blog and start blogging faster. So don't forget, if you also need help setting up your blog, or maybe you want to ask some questions in some few places and maybe you need one-on-one mentorship, you can still message me on WhatsApp. Don't worry, I'm going to respond to your question. You don't need to pay any money for it. Just you can message, just email me. When you email me, I'll know that you're serious about it. Okay, so here I'll help you set up your blog or answer your questions. You subscribe to our channel so that, because we try as much as possible to be uploading at least 3 or 4 videos per week, because creating these videos is not easy. So 3 or 4 videos per week. So try as much as possible to do that. So subscribe to our YouTube channel to also help us grow and also help YouTube recommend our videos to other people so that they can also get value from videos.